to face 5-2 super welterweight Henry Williams. Plus, two-time title contender Tommy Turner faces undefeated hometown favorite Michael Santos. And former BKB British heavyweight champion Kevin Greenwood makes his U.S. debut. Don't miss these fights and more. Visit bkbtickets.com for tickets and information.
Welcome to the Mighty Trigon, the smallest fighting surface in combat sports, where 90% of our fights end with a knockout. Featuring the biggest roster in the sport, we showcase the best bare-knuckle action from around the globe. This is BKB, Bare Knuckle Boxing.
Denver, Colorado has become our home away from home. The Mile High City once again welcoming the smallest surface in combat sports, the one, the only, the Mighty Trigon. It's a rematch in our main event of the evening. Champion against champion, Paty Juarez, Khortni Kamyron. That on our main card later tonight. Paty wanted to become a champion in 2 weight classes. Tonight, the opportunity belongs to the headhunter, Khortni Kamyron. But before, we have a couple of great preliminary matchups, and then our main card, 7 fights live from the Stockyards Event Center. Few know him as Mike McCarthy. Many know him as Large from Barstool Sports. Large, my partner here throughout the evening tonight. We're getting started with the prelims, but Large, you and I talked earlier about Paty and Khortni meeting once again. Going to be a great matchup.
Yeah, I think when I look at this card from top to bottom, and you mentioned the prelims, we could have a fight of the night coming up right now as our first matchup. But I'm telling you, as we get closer to that Paty-Khortni rematch, if they give us even a percentage of what we're expecting, this is going to be one of the easiest nights for us as announcers, and I think a very pleasurable night for everybody in the audience and everybody watching at home.
That's what we strive for. So we are getting ready for our first fight of the night. How tall are you?
6'5".
6'5". How about 6'7"? The one, the only, Big Mo.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Stockyards Event Center. Tonight's home for BKB, Bare Knuckle Boxing 44, as we bring to you a massive championship rematch in our main event tonight, supported by an amazing cast of fighters and a great card tonight live from here in Denver. We begin with our prelim card, starting first with 5 3-minute rounds in the middleweight division. Introducing first, making their way to the Trigon, please welcome Austin Spivey.
Born in Valdosta, Georgia, fighting out of Miami, Florida, Dream Killer, Austin Spivey, set to make his professional bare knuckle debut. 2-time amateur boxing champion. Large, he left a good paying job, moved to Miami, lived in the gym because this is his passion. This is what he wants to do.
And he left the job while he was working 84 hours a week, he had told us yesterday in some of the interviews. So I think this is a guy who's not afraid of hard work. I think this is a guy who's not afraid to get his hands dirty. And he's a guy who's going to be very, very easy to root for. I'm looking forward to seeing what Austin can do on the stage.
How about this for hard work? Blue-collar roadhead, he said. He was a mill worker, millwright welder, putting in 84 hours a week.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And we asked him what his fighting style was, and he said, I'm an effing G.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, what does that mean? Well, this guy does believe that he's a little bit of a gangster in there, and hopefully he can prove, hopefully his mouth hasn't been writing checks that those fists can't cash.
Well, we made him say bare knuckle style, but you made a great point.
Yes.
He is set to make his debut. He is Austin Spivey.
And now his opponent, Fighting out of the red corner, making his way to the Trigon, please welcome Matthew Mestice.
Iron Fist from right here in Denver, Colorado. Last time we were here in Denver, he made his Trigon debut, finished by Henry Barahona very quickly. He said he jumped into the entire sport too fast. He wasn't ready. Now he is. He has settled in. He trains at the Genesis Training Academy here in town with Khortni Kamyron, with the GOAT LT Smash Nelson. He has the training, he has the partners. Now he's just got to settle in and get himself a win.
Yeah, I think it's that mental game, particularly coming after a 7-second knockout. Don't you think that would make you a little bit gun-shy, at least to begin with, Goldie, until he gets his feet underneath him? I wonder if Spivey's going to give him the chance.
We will find out. It is our first fight of the night. Matthew Mestice, Austin Spivey. Shout out to Mark the Shark Irwin, who is also trained with Iron Fist, Matthew Mestice. Fourth professional bare knuckle fight for Denver's own. Our tail of the tape for our first fight of the night is brought to you by Supro. 37-year-old Matthew Mestice against 28-year-old Austin Spivey. Look at the rest of that tail of the tape. It is virtually identical. Here is the one, the only Big Mo.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we begin tonight's action first on our prelim card, with our opening bout being scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds in the middleweight division. It is brought to you by Clue Nicotine Pouches, and our referee in charge when the bell rings is Steven Balea. Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the purple trunks with silver trim, he stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. He weighed in at 160 pounds even. Tonight, he is making his bare knuckle debut, fighting out of Valdosta, Georgia, by way of Miami, Florida, introducing Austin Dream Killer Spivey. And now his opponent, standing across the Trigon, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the all-black trunks, he stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. He weighed in at 159.8 pounds. He holds a bare knuckle record of 1 victory versus 2 defeats. And he fights out of right here in Denver, Colorado, introducing Matthew Iron Fist Mestice.
Mestice and Spivey. Here we go. Matthew Mestice, Iron Fist in the black trunks. Austin Spivey, purple and white. A lot of dirty boxing early, Large.
Yeah, right away. I'll tell you what, he's made it past the first 7 seconds, so there's a personal victory. But man, I don't know if that was sort of a back mount. It seems that he's gotten some sort of injury to the back of his head.
They're counting it as a knockdown scored early by Austin Spivey. They continue, so a good start for Dream Killer, making his bare knuckle debut here in the Trigon.
Gets part of that overhand right there too. That's just having a tough round so far.
Big there it is. Wow, what a left hook. That may be it.
Left hook, put him right on Clear Street.
That may be it. It is all over, just like that. Austin Spivey. Wow.
There's the backflip. didn't nail the landing. I won't take some points off. Maybe the Russian judge will, but that's what I said. Right off the rip, preliminary fight, we get the first round knockoff and an explosive one. Love what I see from Ivy here. A little bit of boxing, a little bit of brawling, ends it with that overhand left. Mestice is just having a tough time in this trigon.
The amateur boxing that Spivey brought into his training when he said, all right, I'm going to give this job that I get paid well for a break. Showcase there, and man, he came over the top with that left, caught him right on the temple large, and that was the end of it.
That was night-night.
Bam! 2 years ago, moved to Miami to chase his dreams, as we mentioned. Two-time amateur boxing champion, and boom, great change of levels. Highlight reel finish.
Absolutely. We're looking for a knockout of the night, fight of the night.
That's one's going to be hard to top.
Right away, yeah. We get something that's in contention for knockout of the night. Where do you see this guy in the middleweight division here at BKB?
Well, he's a gangster.
Right.
He showcased, even though it was short, large, that he has the boxing skills. Time will tell as the competition continues to get higher and higher. To make this one official, here's Big Mo.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Stephen Balea calls a stop to this contest at 58 seconds of the very first round, declaring your winner by knockout, Austin Dream Killer Spivey.
Austin Spivey by knockout. Here's Big Mo.
Gentlemen, Austin Spivey. They say you don't get paid for overtime work. Very quick work tonight. Less than 1 minute of action in your debut. Did you anticipate it going that quick?
Yeah. They say doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. But I'm the dream killer. I kill more dreams than both of them combined. And you know what? I dedicated my entire life to this. I want to dedicate this fight to my sister. She's been battling stage 4 colon cancer for 6 years. She's my fighter. She's my fighter. And I love my kids. Shout out to them. And shout out to the best woman in the world, which is my girlfriend, Raquel Moyes.
Now you came into the trigon. Oh, one more thing.
And shout out to this man right here. He's the man with the plan. Let me tell y'all, having him in my corner is a game changer. I have trust for him. He told me exactly what to do. Isaiah. Both of them, and I went and I executed it. And we get that first round stoppage. And here we are.
What can we look forward to for the Dream Killer in BKB now?
Listen, I'm here for a good time. That's all that matters at the end of the day. We climb in the rankings. Next step, I want to get on that New York card if it's available. I took no damage. Let's run it.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your winner, Austin Dream Killer Spivey.
Austin talking about his trainer, Tiger, Michael Austin Heath, and the great job that he has done. Huge prayers, love to his sister and to the family as he gives the shout to his daughters, Skylar and Emerson. Austin Spivey with a quick finish of Matthew Mestice.
BKB fans, don't miss highlights, news, and much more on all your favorite fighters and events. For minute-by-minute updates, follow us on all social media platforms by visiting bkbbareknuckle.com/follow.
Spectacular start for Austin Spivey. That is the way to enter a new organization and to change to a new sport with a highlight reel knockout. Congratulations to Dream Killer. One more preliminary matchup here from the Stockyards Event Center before we hit our main card at the top of the hour. We have a newcomer and we have someone coming back who has been away for a little bit of time.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, our next bout on the card is scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Introducing first, making her way to the ring, please welcome Kat Connor.
Large, that young lady there is a true martial artist. She literally has had 29 professional Muay Thai and kickboxing victories, including some in Thailand against some of Thailand's very, very best. She says, the art is my life, and my life is the art of martial arts, and that is Kat Connor.
Yeah, I was very impressed when we had seen her yesterday, too. First of all, she's a statue. Looking at her now, I'm thinking they cast the wrong girl in Red Sonja. This girl looks like a warrior. So other than doing very well at Comic-Con, I think she's going to do very well here. I just don't know how she's going to do without use of those legs, right? She's a deadly kicker from what I understand from watching some of her Muay Thai matches. Let's see how she does against somebody who's relatively seasoned with us in Miranda Barber.
And Large, a great point, as this is, she told us, her first ever boxing bout.
And her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, making her way to the Trigon. Please welcome Miranda Barber.
She-Hulk returns. Miranda Barber, former BKB title contender. This will be her 5th fight in the Trigon. All of her bare-knuckle battles have been in the mighty Trigon. She returns tonight looking for a victory against a true martial artist in Kat Connor. But Miranda Barber, Large, also lives the life, and she loves coaching all kinds of people of different sizes and shapes, different disciplines, different challenges that she overcomes with them. She is a proponent for this game, and she loves to be around it.
I hate the year-and-a-half layoff, Goldie, to be quite honest with you, but she told us she's in the best shape of her life. And again, somebody very easy to root for. You had mentioned it. She does work with special needs kids. She's sitting in there. We're creating fans as well as we're creating fighters here. So I'm actually rooting for both girls in this one. And I'm supposed to be unbiased. I'm going to try to be, but I'm edging a little bit towards Miranda.
Our tail of the tape for this welterweight matchup brought to you by Clue Nicotine Pouches. Barber is 11 years younger than Connor. Connor has a 5-inch reach advantage, a 3-inch height advantage. Once again with the official introductions, Big Mo.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from Denver, Colorado for BKB 44. This bout is scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the women's welterweight division and is brought to you by Supbro. Our referee in charge when the bell rings is Armando Castro. Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner wearing the camouflage trunks, she stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. She weighed in at 148 pounds. Tonight, she is making her professional bare knuckle debut, fighting out of Stockton, California, by way of Atlanta, Georgia. Introducing Kat Kunoichi Connor. And now her opponent, standing across the Trigon, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks with orange trim. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall. She weighed in at 147 pounds. Tonight, she enters the Trigon with a professional bare-knuckle record of 2 victories versus 2 defeats. And she fights out of Boca Raton, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, she is known as She-Hulk, Miranda Barber.
Fight scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds. Former BKB super middleweight title contender Miranda Barber against the true martial artist, Kat Connor. Here we go. Red, white, and blue for She-Hulk. Kat Connor in the pink and white. Large, you brought up a good point. Let's look at the stance. It should be very tall for Connor. How will she adjust to that now using 2 limbs as opposed to 8? Time will tell.
I'll tell you what, she created a nice little distance at the beginning of the fight. Miranda had snuck in a quick hook right there, but I kind of like what I'm seeing out of the Muay Thai girl.
Miranda, you can see her philosophy, her game plan is to get inside, negate that reach, utilize some of the clinch. She has an MMA background, but Connor's been in Muay Thai and also in kickboxing, so she knows about the clinch as well. Miranda Barber returning for the first time since December 2nd of 2023, when she had a rematch with Sonia Dreiling. Looking to utilize the clinch early. Barber always upbeat, wants to represent. Connor, as I mentioned, you go through these 2 bios, Large, and it's War and Peace 1 and War and Peace 2.
Right.
But I love that they share their stories.
Yeah, and she actually said, I think, towards the end, she wanted to be an inspiration for this generation, which she thought got a little too soft. Like the honesty that we have out of her, and she's showing a lot of toughness right here. I just don't think she's doing much damage just yet. This cat girl, her mouthpiece is terrifying. She's got the pink fangs on and everything. It's a total package for me.
It's the pink version of the Andre Arlovsky
Yes,
mouthpiece.
exactly, yeah.
There you go. Final 15 seconds, round number 1. Barber looking for that close-in fight, that clinch. She is giving up reach and height, as we mentioned on the tail of the tape.
There's a couple of clean shots going in there. I'll tell you, when Kat leans on her, you can tell the wrong person is probably nicknamed She-Hulk. That's got to weigh on those legs. Miranda getting a little sluggish out of the corner. Cat up and about, fresh as a daisy.
Physical fight.
Yeah.
And Miranda Barber likes that. She did say for this camp, she's a very unselfish person. This is a selfish sport, as you know, Large. She did get all the distractions away. She's very focused. She had the best shape she's been in mentally and physically. Tough time being selfish. Right now, she doesn't want to be selfish. She wants to throw things at Kat Connor and have them land. Barber got the red, white, and blue. A little bit of orange.
Yeah.
Kat Connor in the pink and white. Connor looking to utilize that reach and has a strong jab right there, right on cue, Large.
Yeah, Miranda shrugs it off, but I think that got to her a little bit. Small cut over her eye.
Good head movement by Barber on that one, but it's the attack inside aggressive of Miranda Barber.
And I'm telling you right now, Miranda is not stopping. She's bringing the action to this bigger fighter, but Kat's very good in the clinch. Look at all these little body shots that she's getting off. She seems a lot more seasoned in here for a bare-knuckle fighter who's making her debut. But I guess that's the whole Muay Thai thing.
It certainly
nice
is.
Stuck jab again.
3-time TBA Muay Thai world champion, 7-time amateur world kickboxing champion. Kat Connor teeing off here in the second minute of round number 2.
Kat's eating these shots too. I mean, she's eating these shots relatively well. Miranda on the other side also. It doesn't seem like these girls are hurt just yet. Still seeing some bounce in the feet. Over the top with that one.
147, the comfortable weight for Miranda Barber. Her nickname comes from her aggressiveness in smashing, thus the She-Hulk. No knockdown yet. Large, you point out, swelling over the left eye. of Barber, who switches to southpaw and lands a nice hook late in the round.
That's what's going to get her legs right there. I love the way Kat is taking advantage of the height. There it is, and the 2. These 2-minute rounds are something to get used to also.
They are. And for the women, some of the women talked about going to 3 rounds. Some of the greatest boxers in the world.
Spoke about it, yeah. Amanda Serrano had said that she wanted to put through 3 rounds. I like the format, 2 rounds for the, 2-minute rounds for the women.
Great over-the-top shot from Connor, but Barber got one in late.
Yeah. I'm not sure I see this one yet, Goldie.
I think there's still a feeling out process. 2 different type of fighters. Kat Connor said, I'm super excited to fight Miranda Barber because she thinks her grit, power, and toughness is actually a level up from what Kat has faced in her amateur fights in the past. So she's testing herself as she takes on the She-Hulk.
I will tell you one other thing I noticed. She sits down on the stool in her corner. She never takes her eye off the opponent. She's almost pushing the trainer out of the way, so she's constant eye contact. This girl came to play.
Miranda Barber looks to start this round in the southpaw stance. Red, white, and blue for Barber, pink and white for Connor. Mike Goldberg, Mike McCarthy, large from Barstool Sports. Our second prelim, and a good frenetic pace early from Barber.
Yeah, I like this.
You can see that Barber has really worked on her conditioning. Now we are at elevation. She does train in Florida. Connor trains outside of Stockton, California. Kat Connor talks about being an aggressive counter fighter. Miranda has not given her much chance because when she comes in, she follows with her body.
Yeah, I think she has an opportunity to really tag Miranda on the way in. She just hasn't been able to do it properly just yet. But she's doing well in the clinch. I'm not sure exactly what else she needs to be doing. Maybe push her off, try to get a little bit more distance and punish her with the right hand. But she's doing an okay job so far.
And that is the big difference. And Large, you've been with us before. With bare knuckle boxing, especially here in the Trigon, it's not like glove boxing. There is dirty boxing allowed. If you stay busy in the clinch, you can utilize it, you can damage, and you can work it. Where with the gloves, they're going to push you aside very quickly. So the Muay Thai and the MMA experience, grappling experience, comes into play.
And when you're in this, fight or flight mode, it's tough to give up on something that you know so well, which is the grappling part. And the majority of people on this card have that. So we're going to see this throughout the whole night.
Purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is Miranda Barber. Under my good buddy, Chainsaw, Charles McCarthy. Ultimate Fighter and UFC veteran, stiff
Miranda
jab.
and a couple of stiff jabs.
Good head movement, good roll by Miranda there. Latter part of this round, final seconds of the third.
She's reaching out a little bit too here. I'm seeing that she's sort of getting around the end of the punch, not bringing all her power with her. Let's see what we got here on the replay.
Early in the round, Connor caught her coming in, but then Miranda, as we talked about, Large, stayed with it.
Absolutely. And I just think that if there was a clean shot on the way in, she can almost use that momentum from Miranda's body.
Great uppercut.
There it is. That's the uppercut. So we got the left. And I saw her corner say to double up on it. I know she did towards the end of that round.
Fifth fight in the Trigon. It's been a bit since we have seen Miranda Barber, but her boxing, the Boxing 101 showcase tonight, looks better than it ever has. And you saw it in full display on those replays. The uppercut over the top late with the left. Still, both women standing as we begin round number 4. Fight scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds. Debut professionally in bare knuckle and in the Trigon for Kat Connor. Miranda Barber looking for her third BKB victory. And again, a good pace by Miranda, who said, I got selfish, I worked on my conditioning, this one is for me.
Little hit off the clinch there by Kat. She apologizes profusely, but you're right. I think that Miranda is controlling the pace of this fight, which is why I'm giving her the edge right now. But I'm pretty impressed in this debut.
Kat Connor had a traditional Muay Thai fight, as I alluded to, in Thailand and defeated a veteran of over 100 fights in the second round.
Goldie, you know she's just dying to throw a knee here, don't you, right?
Absolutely.
She's just chomping at
Just
the
give me
bit.
the teeth. Give me the foot jab.
Give me 2 kicks around, she's probably saying.
And you look at, she is built for Muay Thai, but also she's looking to utilize, lefts, rights with that long reach, but she is built with that long, lean body to be able to utilize those long legs when it's Muay Thai. But she wanted to challenge herself. As I said, she loves martial arts.
We're halfway through the 4th round. These girls are still, these women are still throwing punches in bunches. I'm impressed by the conditioning on them both. Just want to throw in a chokehold there again.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it is a tough one thus far for the judges. 30 seconds on the clock here in round number 4.
Another stiff jab out of Kat.
Trying to double up on the right.
Just wish she would do more damage with those, because she does have the opportunity to throw some punches at range. It just doesn't seem like they're doing much damage to Miranda. She's tough as nails, this girl.
Connor said, my biggest regret from early MMA is I didn't really take the opportunity to make myself a household name back then. So she wants to do it here in the Trigon. Kat Connor, BKB, is an exciting new frontier. She did not want to miss out on this opportunity. It's not enough to win. She wants the fans to enjoy the show. 2 minutes left, the corner of Kat Connor.
You know what might be the difference here, Goldie? She's also a hula hoop performer, sometimes with it lit on fire. I don't know what that is, but that intrigues me a little bit. Probably big with the core, you know?
Yep, you can see it.
Sure. New jump rope.
I saw Jose Fernandez with the jump rope. It was extremely impressive. Let go. Miranda Barber with gloved experience years back. She boxed glove against the 2020 U.S. Olympic bronze medalist O'Shea Jones. 5th and final round. 2 minutes remain. Miranda Barber and Kat Connor. Orthodox stance for both fighters as we begin this final round. Barber tucking in, looking for those overhand rights and lefts to land again.
It's too late in the fight for me to be saying this, but she should have been in there on the body too. Miranda has been, Kat's had her high guard up for most of the fight. Miranda having that compact build.
And right when you say that, Large, it's Kat working the body of Miranda.
A little sneaky little upcut.
A little shoulder shrug.
Oh, there it is.
I like how Miranda is staying on. She's pressuring Kat Connor continuously.
It's a good round for Kat.
It really is, and it's anybody's fight as we enter this final 65 seconds. Another big shot. Miranda said, welcome to the stage. I hope she has respect for this game.
There's another overhand right.
And she does. Both women are really leaving it all in the Trigon right here, right now. "35 seconds on the clock. The jab from Barber. Oh, and another one off the chin of her opponent. Miranda Barber has gone the distance in her last 3 fights inside the Trigon. We're 15 seconds away from that happening to She-Hulk again right here. Final seconds of this 5-round fight. In the hands of the judges, they go the distance.
It's a close fight.
Very close.
Yeah. I get the feeling conditioning-wise, we were right there, seeing some magic happening. Let's take a look at this replay.
Love the fact that she was able to duck under and still deliver a straight jab large. Look how straight it is.
Ooh, same punch, different angle.
Yep.
Perfect placement. That might have been the one that opened up her cheek a little.
And the head movement to begin with the jab. That's where, you know, Paulie Malignaggi, a powerful partner, of course, who we'll talk about when he will fight in return to battle. But Paulie always talks about the jab, and now utilizing it first with the head movement, getting that head off center was very valuable for Miranda Barber tonight.
Yeah, I thought that I had seen some good footwork from Kat. I'd seen some excellent head movement from Miranda. Both of these women I found to be extremely impressive, and I'm not jealous of the judges. Do we make calls here? Who do you think this goes to?
You know what? The fans.
Okay. We all win. We all win when it's a good fight.
Kat Connor goes the distance in her debut. Once again, as I mentioned, American Combat Team, represented by Miranda Barber here tonight in the Trigon, goes the distance for the 4th straight time. Wants the decision to go her way this time. Consummate martial artist. Versatile, precise. Kat talking to Miranda right now.
Incredible amount of respect between these two women. Incredible amount of positivity from them both also.
Both were enjoyable to talk to, weren't they, Lars?
Yeah.
Very upbeat. Kat said, she said, her quote was, as I like to say, 35 fights, still pretty. Hard to hit. Her biggest strength, the joy of my art. Let's see if her art was good enough to get a victory in her debut. Big Mo with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 full rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards at ringside. Judge number 1 sees the contest, 49-46, Barber. Judge number 2 sees the contest, 49-46, Connor. And finally, judge number 3 sees the contest, 48-47, declaring your winner by split decision, Kat Kunoichi Connor!
Split decision again goes away from Miranda Barber. Kat Connor victorious in her debut.
Don't walk away from me now. We got to interview you. You have your win in your debut. You're a martial arts veteran, a combat sports veteran, but tonight you fought bare knuckle for the first time. How did it feel?
Well, I've been doing combat sports for 20 years. I started in MMA in 2004. Women's MMA didn't even exist at the time, so it was very hard for me to find fights. I got heavy into Muay Thai, got bored wearing the gloves, saw this stuff start to catch on. I was like, hey, what if we took the gloves off and see who was still standing at the end of that? And I think this is a lot of fires in older combat sports vets that were a little bored and looking for something new. I certainly got it here tonight.
Now, you got to experience something new, but not only that, you won. So as you move forward in your combat sports career, is bare knuckle, is fighting in the Trigon, fighting for BKB something you want to continue to do?
Yes, sir, absolutely. I'm contracted for 4 fights with you guys. This was the first one. I got 3 more, and I hope to do more after that. I'm going to do this stuff until they put me in the ground. So
amazing. Well, we'd love to hear it. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your winner, Kat Kunoichi Connor.
Kat Connor by split decision earns the victory in her first trip inside the mighty Trigon. Top of the hour is our main event. Later tonight is a rematch between our reigning lightweight champion and our reigning super lightweight champion. The card starts with the Z-Man, Zion Tomlinson against UFC veteran Bubba McDaniel. Mighty Mouse is back to take on George Martinez. Michael Santos, Tommy Turner should be incredible. Fernandez, Kevin Greenwood coming from the UK fighting in the United States for the very first time. Alberto Blas, 6-0, 6 first round finishes. Florida Gremlin, is at 154 against the 147 champion, and you see our main event of the evening, Paty and Khortni, once again.
Hey y'all, it's Danielle Monet here at BKB 44 in Denver, Colorado. At the top of the hour, we will be going live on Vice TV. But right now, we're talking bets with Yuli Diaz. If you scan the QR code on your TV now, you too can place your bet. If you want to make a little bit of money, I suggest the Alberto Blas fight. He right now is at minus 1,996, but he does have his work cut out for him against Panales. Who would you pick for an underdog fight?
My underdog pick would be Paty Juarez. She's plus 122. She's fighting Khortni again, different weight class. She lost her belt to her. Now she's fighting for the belt again to defend it. She's got a chip on her shoulder. I think it's a belt to go with.
Well, you guys place your bets now. Good luck.
Danielle, Yuli, thank you very much. The monster. And Danielle Monet getting us set up for our main card. Coming up, top of the hour. And we get it started in style because the Z-Man, Zion Tomlinson, and Bubba McDaniel have been having a battle on social media. They're going to have the real battle inside the mighty Trigon when we go live in just about 19 minutes. Cannot wait. The Trigon is open. Once again, it's a mile high, and we will see you soon.
Bare knuckle boxing returns to Denver, Colorado, Saturday, August 16th for BKB 44 from the Stockyards Event Center. Our main event features two reigning champions. When BKB lightweight champion Paty Juarez defends her title at 135 against BKB super lightweight champ Khortni Kamyron in a rematch of their BYB 31 showdown. In the co-main event, BKB welterweight champ Wright moves up a weight class to face 5-2 super welterweight Henry Williams. Plus, two-time title contender Tommy Turner faces undefeated hometown favorite Michael Santos. And former BKB British heavyweight champion Kevin Greenwood makes his U.S. debut. Don't miss these fights and more. Visit bkbtickets.com for tickets and information.
Yes, I have it. Goldie, Goldie, Goldie. Okay, good, thank you.
The card tonight as we go live on TV shortly is scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds in the Bridgerweight division. Introducing first, making his way to the Trigon, please welcome Bubba McDaniel. And now his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, making his way to the Trigon. Please welcome Zion Tomlinson.
Welcome to the mighty Trigon, the smallest fighting surface in combat sports, where 90% of our fights end with a knockout. Featuring the biggest roster in the sport, we showcase the best bare knuckle action from around the globe. This is BKB, Bare Knuckle Boxing.
And that beautiful city is Denver, Colorado, the Mile High City. We have a great night of fights inside the mighty Trigon, the smallest surface in combat sports. Hi again, everybody. I'm Mike Goldberg. Welcome to BKB 44 as we get set for what is a very special night. 330 days ago, Paty Juarez looked to make BKB history. She had the lightweight championship. She fought Khortni Kamyron for the inaugural title at 140 pounds. Super lightweight. Khortni Kamyron spoiled that dream. Now it's Khortni's chance to capture two as Paty looks to defend her lightweight title tonight. Paty Juarez, our first ever champion in BKB history. It's the family business, something she has solidified her legacy with the gloves off. It's boxing. Worthy of note, the last time Paty watched her opponent get her arm raised, she responded with one of the greatest performances of her career. An unknown about a year ago, not anymore. Khortni Kamyron is a champion, and now it's her turn to try to become the first woman ever to win a belt in two different weight divisions. This one is at 135. 154, welcome back, Florida Gremlin, Henry Williams, winner of 3 straight inside the octagon. Hey, inside the Trigon, you could make the argument that he could be 5-0 in BKB. He wants to be a contender at 154. His opponent is our champion at 147, Wright. Now, Wright said, hey, I'm going to stay in the welterweight division, but I'm a fighter. So I'm going to fight tonight. I'm going to fight at 154. I'm going to try to get a win, because at the end of the day, you get your arm raised in the Trigon, and you just keep on rolling. This should be a great co-main event of the evening. And what a way to get things started. And with that, Big Mo, here we go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Mile High City of Denver, Colorado, as you are all live around the world for BKB, Bare Knuckle Boxing. And tonight, we have an incredible card all taking place with the gloves off inside the smallest surface in combat sports, BKB's Mighty Trigon. Our main event features a World Championship rematch, but before we get to that, we open tonight's main card with 5 3-minute rounds in the Bridgerweight division, brought to you by Clue Nicotine Pouches. Our referee in charge when the bell rings is Steven Balea. Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the multicolored trunks with red and black, he stands 6 feet 3 inches tall. He weighed in at 201.8 pounds. He is a veteran of mixed martial arts and a veteran of 1 professional bare knuckle contest. Fighting out of Wichita Falls, Texas, introducing Bubba Menace McDaniel. And now his opponent, standing across the Trigon, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks with white trim, he stands 6 feet 2 inches tall. He weighed in at 202.6 pounds. He holds an even bare knuckle record of 4 victories versus 2 defeats with 1 no contest. Fighting out of Roanoke, Virginia, introducing the former BKB World Championship contender, Zion Z-Man Tomlinson.
Get back. Behind the line. With Supro, 25-year-old Tomlinson against 42-year-old McDaniel. 3-inch reach advantage for Z-Man. Everything else virtually identical. Here we go, Bubba McDaniel. Long-time veteran.
I would tell you right now, we might as well just get right into it. There's a lot of bad blood between these two fighters. Goldie, as you know, There's a lot of stuff going on in social media. First southpaw we see of the night, by the way, in Bubba McDaniel.
And a very true southpaw MMA fighter since 2005. Second bare knuckle fight for Bubba McDaniel, who was on The Ultimate Fighter way back when Kelvin Gastelum was the victor. Season 17, he was on Team Jones in 2013. Zion Tomlinson coming off a title fight against Cub Hawkins. And he scores the first knockdown of this contest. I am with Mike McCarthy. You know him as Large from Barstool Sports. So they waved it off. No 8 count there. It was a trip.
We had 2 trips back to back, the Z-Man and for Bubba.
Orthodox.
Oh!
There's no doubt about that one.
Oh!
Great combination landed by Zion Tomlinson.
I love this.
7, 8, 9. It is all over. Just like that. Zion Tomlinson by knockout. What a combination landed by Zion Tomlinson.
Medics were in there just checking on Bubba.
He said, and I quote, "Get ready for the best performance to date." Zion Tomlinson, that was your best performance to date. Did not take long.
Bubba up on a stool just about.
Great movement. Bing. There it is, right there on the chin. Yep.
Got him right on the chin, sent him right.
And the right didn't even need to land because that left was right on the button. On the counter, bam. Chopping left hook, game over.
Goldie, when we have these bridger weights in the ring, it makes it seem even more intimate. It's a tiny little fighting space, and Z-Man really took advantage of it. That was an impressive knockout.
Well, when we get you to fight Big Mo, it'll be even smaller than that.
I'm going to destroy him.
Zion Tomlinson by knockout. Our official decision is coming up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Stephen Malaya calls a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 12 seconds of the very first round, declaring your winner by knockout, Zion Z-Man Tomlinson. Zion Tomlinson. First round finish. You did exactly what you told us you were going to do leading in. You said that we can expect the best performance we've seen of Zion Tomlinson of late or ever. And do you believe that's what you showed tonight?
Yeah, I had a lot of chip on my shoulder too. The man said he's gonna kill me, take away from my 3 kids. Ain't a man big enough to take me from my kids.
A lot of emotion after this fight, obviously. You came in, you're in a very bolstering bridgerweight division for BKB. A lot of great fighters that are towards the top of that division. You bounce around between cruiser and bridger and things like that. As you move forward with BKB fighting in the Trigon, what are you looking to accomplish next now that you picked up another victory?
I'm looking back to get another contender fight. Alex Wilson, he said he wants to smoke, come get it.
Alex Wilson, that sounds like a great matchup. Lastly, Zion, anything that you have to say to your friends, family, supporters that watched you tonight?
I think everybody that came out here took the trip. Run over Virginia, we'll be back on top.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your winner, Zion Z-Man Tomlinson.
There wasn't much left to say. Thank you, Big Mo. Congratulations, Z-Man. Not much left to say for Zion Tomlinson. He did his speaking very loudly inside the Trigon with that highlight reel finish here this evening. This is a fun night for me because I'm with the man known by very few as Mike McCarthy. My man Large from Barstool Sports.
Good to see you again, brother.
Large, you did so well the last time we had you on for one fight. We're going to keep you the entire night tonight.
I tell you, you guys got the hook in me last time. I was so impressed when I was at the Jacksonville show. I was dying to come back. So as soon as they threw the invite my way, I had to jump on it. I get to work with the legend. I'm sitting across from a legend in Claudia. It's a good night for me.
Well, okay, thanks.
That's all you agree.
Thank you. Main event of the evening, Paty Warz, Khortni
Yes.
Kamyron. You're very familiar with the storylines. You were with us through the interviews. Give us your thoughts.
So I think that Paty, this is one of those make or break fights for her. And I see the amount of people that Khortni has in the crowd. This is going to be a Khortni crowd. She's going to have all that she can handle at lightweight. My only question is whether or not Khortni will be as devastating at this weight as she is in super. So we could see history with that fight right there. And if you look down the rest of this card, there is something special about just... I'm only pissed off because I had so much research prepared for this first one. It just goes in the blink of an eye. So you have to be watching this thing the whole time because it's electric from bell to bell, and I can't wait to be a part of it tonight.
You do know it's the one time you would say, you know what, I'm not going to do the bios where it goes the distance.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
Don't
yeah.
ever do that, Mike.
Right,
Don't
I was
ever do that.
over-prepared. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the full card we talked about. We talked about our main event of the evening and a lot of great fights. How about Alberto Blas? 6-0 already, a bare knuckle world champion. All 6 victories coming in round number 1. The Green Machine from the UK fighting in the US for the first time. Kevin Greenwood, Julian Fernandez. Former title contender Tommy Turner against Mike Santos. Santos tremendous here in Denver in his BKB debut. And there you see the co-main event of the evening we talked about. Florida Gremlin and the Wolfman at 154. And then our main event of the evening, the rematch between Paty Juarez and Khortni Kamyron. We are glad to be with you worldwide. And if you ever have any trouble figuring out where to watch us, listen to this and you will know why.
From South Florida to South Wales, BKB continues to take over the globe. Don't miss BKB Live when it comes to your town. Visit bkbbareknuckle.com for upcoming show schedules and ticket information.
Mighty Mouse returns tonight. He is going to welcome George Martinez into the mighty Trigon. All 3 of them ready to go. Look at Mighty Mouse, all jacked.
Heard you mention it out.
division. Introducing first, making his way to the Trigon, fighting out of the blue corner. Please welcome Brandon DeRosier.
One of the most entertaining human beings on planet Earth. Plain and simple. Brandon DeRosier, he is Mighty Mouse. He is 35 years old. He is fighting in the Trigon Large for the third time. He has been in the fight game for 15 years. He said, I've done all of this by myself. It's the strength from within on what I want to do and what I want to establish with my legacy inside the Trigon. Comes back tonight coming off a setback against the former champion Brandon Burr.
Yeah, he said he kind of got a little frustrated with all these MMA background fighters dirtying the clinch as we've seen before. He's not going to get any respite tonight because he's fighting a guy who's trained in the MMA. I think it's going to be another interesting one here for Mighty Mouse, who's listed at 5'3". It's probably a little bit generous there, but you can't measure the heart on this kid. He is an absolute warrior.
He did say that he is set to put on the best performance of his career, and he learned in that fight against Burr how strong those guys are.
Yeah.
Went back to the weights for the first time in a very long time. Mighty Mouse.
And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, making his way to the Trigon from right here in Denver, Colorado, George Martinez.
George Martinez, buzzsaw. Said tonight it's all about measuring distance. Trains his jiu-jitsu under the Eddie Bravo system, 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. His greatest influence, his mother, Large Maria. She is in attendance tonight. He got very emotional when he was talking about his mother, Maria. And she is here to cheer him on tonight.
I got emotional.
Our tail of the tape for this featherweight fight. Mighty Mouse, 5 years the elder, a buzzsaw who will have a 5-inch reach advantage and a 4-inch height advantage. Tail of the tape brought to you by Clue.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Our referee in charge when the bell rings is Alejandro Castro. This bout is brought to you by Clue Nicotine Pouches. Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the blue trunks with white trim. He stands 5 feet, 3 inches tall. He weighed in at 124.6 pounds. He holds an even bare-knuckle record of 1 victory versus 1 defeat, and he fights out of Riviera Beach, Florida. Introducing Mighty Mouse, Brandon DeRosier. And now his opponent standing across the Trigon, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the white trunks with black, green, and red trim. He stands 5 feet, 7 inches tall. He weighed in at 126 pounds. He is a mixed martial arts veteran, but tonight he makes his professional bare-knuckle debut, fighting out of right here in Denver, Colorado, by way of Chihuahua, Mexico. Introducing George Martinez.
Fight scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. DeRosier and Martinez. Here we go! Mighty Mouse, a little trickster early on, jumps into the action. White and blue trunks for Mighty Mouse, all 5, 3 of them, 5'7". George Martinez, white, green, and orange in the southpaw stance. Natural southpaw. Mighty Mouse talked about not smothering himself, which he said he did do against Brandon Burr. He wants to avoid, and you talked about it, Large, against another man with MMA experience in Martinez. Looks good and fast early.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he said he wanted to avoid any of the dirty stuff. Kind of jumped the bell there a little bit. Mighty Mouse jumping over to Team Dirty. Also leading with his head here a little bit. Extremely dangerous. I just wonder if George can take advantage.
Mighty Mouse said he's been working on his outside game. His movement is so quick to slip. He is working for Amazon now. That was SoFlo. And he said, and I quote, "This is going to be a prime overnight delivery of a knockout."
Yeah.
Time will tell. Now I put a little pressure on him.
Yep.
Taking nothing away from his opponent, of course. Martinez, 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. He was fighting for free. He said, said, why not do it for a living? Making his debut.
A little bit of a low blow there. I'm sorry to run over there, Goldie.
No, not at all. We partners.
Yep. Seconds, warning to Mighty Mouse. You see that though. Southpaw orthodox with big weight. So you got difference like this.
Definitely do. And the size, and
yeah,
Mighty Mouse looking to be compact. But a fast start, and Brandon told us that. Most people say Brandon. But Mighty Mouse told us that he's really worked on his speed. He's in great condition for this. He's got AJ Easley in his corner, one of the best in the business. But right now, Martinez teaming up.
I was about to say, I need to see a little more action in Martinez, but I must have read my thoughts. Comes in with the 1-2.
You have so much fun when you're around Mighty Mouse that you wonder if he takes this seriously. The answer is absolutely yes, he does. But he takes pressure off himself too with that comedic relief lunge. Yeah, nice slip hook there.
I'll tell you, I had breakfast with him this morning. Little known fact, he orders his steak extra well done. It was disgusting, Goldie. I don't respect him in that respect, but everything else is aces with me.
Well, I don't want to fight. They collide again, and it was it.
He did. That was
strength.
good.
Yep. That got him.
Mighty Mouse takes a knee here. There he is.
I think he took a punch right in the eye. That right eye. See how much it bothered him. Under 30 seconds on the clock. Round number 1. Knockdown scored by Martinez. Look at him. 10 seconds.
Some good work here, Martinez.
Good finish for George Martinez, teeing away. He got emotional when speaking of his mother, Maria. She's been through so many obstacles in her life. She is my hero. She's loving her son's performance right now. Round number 2. And an early, nope, that's a slip. Knockdown scored in the first round by George Martinez. Mighty Mouse in the white and blue trunks. Quick hands, but he got caught in the return. Nasty landing to the head of Mighty Mouse in that flurry. He's up. So a knockdown in the first, a knockdown in the second by Martinez. Martinez looks good in this buzzsaw fashion, and again delivering. Brandon talked to us about not rushing in. He's using that movement coming in, that Mike style movement, but he got caught when he was swinging away wildly a moment ago, large.
And Martinez is extremely composed.
Nice uppercut from Mouse. Yes, he is. Martinez is composed. And another knockdown scored here in the second.
Not sure how many of these Mighty Mouse can take. I've seen him fight before, and he is. Oh, there it is.
It is all over. George Martinez with Mother Maria in attendance. She took care of her babies their entire life, and she is loving the performance put on by her son in his bare knuckle debut. Swinging wild, and then tight punches from Martinez.
Composed.
Good uppercut.
Got him right on the chin. Martinez is a tough kid, and he throws some bombs right here.
Look at Martinez with the uppercuts. Adjusting to the height very well, large.
Very smart fighter. And the biggest fan in the crowd
is Mama Maria. Packed everything up, sacrificed a great job in Mexico for George and his sister. They moved to Atlanta so that her children could have a better future. And the start tonight has Mama as proud as ever. Congratulations to George. Maria, you are a true hero. George Martinez, impressive in his debut. The official decision is coming up next.
Gentlemen, referee Armando Castro calls a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 8 seconds of the second round, declaring your winner by TKO, George Buzzsaw Martinez. George Martinez. Hold on a second. Do we have any George Martinez fans in the building tonight? George, it was a homecoming for you tonight. You have a combat sports background, but tonight you fought bare knuckle for the first time. I always like to ask, what did you think of this?
Honestly, man, it's just took me back in the day when I used to be a badass kid. back in like middle school and high school, fighting for free. Same shit, no gloves, no nothing. Just getting paid for it now. That's it.
As we move forward, as BKB continues to grow, is this something that you want to keep doing? You want to keep fighting in the Trigon?
Hey, I'm up for it. I haven't fought here in Colorado in over 3-4 years, close to it. So I love the opportunity to be here, represent Colorado, represent Mexico, and be out here for all you guys here supporting me.
Now, you have a lot of friends and family watching. You were talking about how your mom got to watch you. Any special message out there to the mom of a fighter? Take your time, George. You're good, bro. We got you here. He loved his mom, ladies and gentlemen. Take all the time you need, bro. Take all the time you need.
Oh, not to take the shine from my mom, but happy birthday to my dad. Who, when he filled in the role for a dad, he's my damn dad. My mom, thank you for getting me to where we are. I love you so much. And I know all the hard work you've done. This is nothing compared to what you've done out there for us.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your winner, George Martinez.
Celebrate George, celebrate Maria, celebrate Dad. Have a great night tonight. They have earned it, and a great story that George Martinez said he hasn't fought here in quite some time. He did tonight. He got the victory here in the Mile High City of Denver, Colorado. Very soon, though, right back across the pond. Still to come, we talked about our main event of the evening earlier. Paty Juarez, Khortni Kamyron. Once again, co-main event is a very special one with Henry Williams and Javon Wright. Large this at 154. Henry Williams is a true contender. Liam Rocky Reese is the champion at that weight. He happens to be from Wales, and we happen to be headed back to the UK.
Boxing debuts in Bristol, England, Saturday, September 6th for BKB 45. Bristol Brawl, with an explosive card loaded with title contenders. In the main event, veteran fan favorites James Kennelly and Martin Ruffo go head-to-head in a super middleweight showdown. In a hard-hitting co-main event, knockout artist Dan Laurel takes on UFC veteran Jack the Hammer Marshman. Plus, heavyweight Kamil Sokolowski looks to maintain his #1 contender spot when he battles Big George Taylor. And the UK gets its first look at the People's Champ as Isaiah Quinones travels from the U.S. for Bristol Brawl. Don't miss any of the action. Visit bkbbareknuckle.com for tickets and information.
Kennelly and the Rebel, Martin Ruffo, Daniel Laurel, UFC veteran Jack the Hammer Marshman. New main event with Kennelly, and Large, you follow our sport and BKB in particular closely enough to know that James Kennelly is one very talented, dangerous fighter, but so's the Rebel. They're both decorated in the UK.
Yeah, I think the matchmaking here at BKB is par excellence, second to none. I think even seeing what we've had tonight with the 3 debut guys, all won so far, with the 2 guys on the undercard, and obviously what we just saw from George Martinez, there's a tremendous amount of parity in this league, and it makes for some very intriguing matchups both here and now over in the UK.
Now, we do know that Isaiah Quinones is traveling over there for the first time. Paulie Malignaggi, the Magic Man, the former 2-time world champion, little setback, slight injury, but it's already rescheduled. The fight between the Magic Man, Paulie Malignaggi, and Tyler Goodjohn is now scheduled for October 18th in Leeds, England, BKB 47. Don't miss any of the action. Visit bkbbareknuckle.com for tickets and information. Coming up next, it's Samurai time. Tommy Turner is back to take on Bolo Mike Santos. Cruiserweight battle when we continue. Turner and Santos.
Our next contest is scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds in the Cruiserweight division. Introducing first, making his way to the Trigon, fighting out of the blue corner. Please welcome Tommy Turner. And now his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, from right here in Denver, Colorado, here is Mike Santos.
The beautiful Mile High City, Denver, Colorado. Somewhat of our home away from home here at BKB. We are back once again. Our tail of the tape for this cruiserweight fight. Santos, 34 years old. Tommy Turner, 3 years his elder. 4-inch reach advantage, 4-inch height advantage. The Samurai and Bolo. And here is Big Mo.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from Denver, Colorado, we have arrived at the cruiserweight division. Scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. It is brought to you by Supbro. Our referee in charge when the bell rings is Steven Balea. Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black trunks with white trim. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. He weighed in at 178 pounds. Tonight, he enters the Trigon with an even bare-knuckle record of 2 victories versus 2 defeats. And he fights out of Miami, Florida by way of Payette, Idaho, introducing the former BKB World Championship contender, ladies and gentlemen, Tommy the Samurai Turner! And now his opponent standing across the Trigon, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the camouflage trunks. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall. He weighed in at 180 pounds even. He holds an undefeated professional bare-knuckle record of 1 victory, opposite no defeats. And he fights out of right here in Denver, Colorado. Introducing Mike Bolo Santos.
But here we go. Mike Santos, black and red trunks. Camouflage, change it up on us a little bit. Longtime member of the military, serving our country. Tommy Turner, the Tiger Stripes, Samurai inside. That's what he wants to avoid the Bolo. But Tommy can't walk. Bolo's got that.
Heavy underdog, by the way, too. Just a compact guy. First time he's ever done a full camp. He's been training for about 2 months. Battled some demons in the past. Said that he's all clean and looked good tonight. Devastating puncher.
Wait for it. There it is. Boom. Got him there. And again. That first one really rattled the place, to your point. And then that was right on the button. That left hook on the button. Tommy was already compromised large. And then watch the finish. There's that temple shot you said. Large take us through this big one right here. It's coming.
I'll tell you, for a small, wide open on that chin. But even when he had his guard up, he's able to shoot around the guard, which is pretty impressive from Santos. That last shot wide open, easy, night. Boom.
5 months out of the military, 5 years in the Marines, 4 years in counting in the Army until he started this new mission 5 months ago, involved with the Army Combatives team, and a victor again tonight. And he finishes Tommy Turner in the very first round by knockout. Bolo is 2-0, and the mighty Trigon large decision is coming up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Stephen Balea calls a stop to this contest at 32 seconds of the very first round, declaring your winner by knockout and still undefeated, Mike Bolo Santos. Mike Santos. Yeah, watch out for that blood. That's your fault. You see that blood in the can? That's you. Yeah, put your hands in your pockets. Mike Santos, you had your first fight. You finished it in a minute. I remember hearing Goldie say maybe minute 2. Tonight you did it in half the time. So does that mean your next fight we get it in 15? What's up?
Hey, we'll see. I was going to retire after this fight, but I don't know anymore. I'm just kicking and choking people, so I was going to go back to MMA, but I'm going to stick here for a little bit.
I was going to say, for someone that thought about retiring, you seem to really enjoy yourself in the Trigon.
Oh, this is a fucking blast, man. It's the best feeling in the world. Sorry for cussing. It's just part of my habit. But yeah, I wanna keep fighting as long as I can. Do that.
Now, combat sports veteran, military member and veteran, thank you for your service as well. Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. But tonight, you're still undefeated as a professional bare knuckle fighter. As you move forward for BKB, fighting in the cruiserweight division, fighting in any division, is a belt something that you want around your waist?
Hey, let's do it. Fuck it. Let's go for it, man. I think I'm gonna go down a weight class. I think 180 is kind of heavy. I think I'll go down to 170, 155.
Last question, quick one. We're here in Denver, Colorado. You live down in the Springs, spend a lot of time in Denver. Anything that you have to say to the crowd here tonight or the friends and family that watch you around the world?
Oh, thank you, everybody who came to support me. Thank you, my coaches. I love you guys. All of your support means the fucking world to me, so.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your winner, Polo Mike Santos, ladies and gentlemen.
Mike Santos, nothing but impressive in the Trigon. 2 fights, 2 finishes, both very quickly. Mike McCarthy, I won't say it much, Large, I promise. Large Mike, Barstool Sports, my partner tonight. Large, you're bringing a good vibe. Knockout, TKO, knockout.
And we still have Alberto Blas on this, guy who's never seen the second round.
Yep.
So my point is that you have to get comfortable with your snacks or else you're going to miss this whole thing. What I like about Tommy Turner is he said that when he has a loss on his record, he uses the L as a lesson.
Yep.
So hopefully he can pull something together, because I don't think it's the last we should see of him. But I'm very, very impressed by this little powerhouse right here. And I mean that. He was giving up a lot in height there, but with a full camp, I was very impressed what I saw out of that right hand. So looking forward to seeing what's next for Bolo. He should never retire as far as I'm concerned.
No question.
Yeah.
And again, as Mo pointed out, thank you for his service, the military here in the United States, born in the Philippines, came over very young, that Army combative system. But also, I think that Tommy Turner will tell us later that he rushed in and he didn't want to do that, and that was Bolo's game, and Bolo took advantage of it.
Yeah, and I think that was his idea from the start.
Right.
He was hoping that Tommy would fight the fight that he did. So he came right into his trap, and obviously we got another first-round knockout.
Yes, we did. And how about you talked about Alberto Blas? He's still to come. Alberto Blas, already a bare knuckle world champion, 6-0, 6 first-round finishes. Doesn't get any more dominant than that.
It does not, but I'm telling you, there's something special about this kid who's going in there with him, this Ruel Panales, right?
Yeah.
And even his trainer had said there's something special about this kid. I'm not necessarily calling for an upset, but I think he's going to give Alberto more than he's seen before in this Trigon.
And by the way, his trainer and his hero, he calls him a father figure, Rolando D, coming off a very impressive victory over Robert Duran Jr. So that one's still to come, our co-main, our main, and a good one coming up next as we are in Colorado tonight. And we're going to get somewhere pretty soon, kind of close to Niagara Falls.
BKB Bare Knuckle Boxing makes its New York debut Saturday, September 27th for BKB 46, Empire State Brawl, from the Seneca Allegheny Resort and Casino in Salamanca. In the main event, 2 of Bare Knuckle Boxing's top featherweights go head-to-head when the champion, Harold McQueen, looks to defend his title against #1 contender, Jean-Pierre Ramirez. In the co-main event, it's 2 more of BKB's best at 126 when Jorge Bagallo takes on Wales' Ash Williams. Plus, former BKB heavyweight champion DJ Linderman returns to action to face off with Hawaii's tough man, Dylan Rush. Catch all the action live. Visit bkbbareknuckle.com for tickets and information.
Coming up next, Julian Fernandez enters the Trigon for the first time. Kevin Greenwood from the UK fights in the United States for the first time. It's a battle at 200 pounds right here from Denver, Colorado.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout is in the Super Cruiserweight division. Introducing first, making his way to the Trigon and fighting out of the blue corner. Please welcome Kevin Greenwood. his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, please welcome to the Trigon, Julian Fernandez.
Our tail of the tape for this super cruiserweight fight brought to you by Clue Nicotine Pouches. The Green Machine from the UK, 10 years the elder of Julian Fernandez, who will have the reach and height advantage. Once again with the official introductions, Big Mo.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from Denver, Colorado for BKB 44, this England versus Mexico matchup is set for 5 3-minute rounds in the Super Cruiserweight division, and it's brought to you by Master Sound Productions. Our referee in charge when the bell rings is Armando Castro. Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the green trunks with gold and purple trim, he stands 6 feet 1 inch tall. He weighed in at 197 pounds. Tonight, he enters the Trigon with a professional bare-knuckle record of 3 victories versus 2 defeats and 1 draw. And he fights out of Ilford, England, introducing Kevin the Green Machine Greenwood. And now his opponent, standing across the Trigon, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks, he stands 6 feet 4 inches tall. He weighed in at 201 pounds. Tonight, he enters the Trigon with an undefeated bare-knuckle record of 1 victory, opposite no defeats, and he fights out of Tijuana, Mexico. Introducing Julian Fernandez.
That is a big fighter, and Julian Fernandez, his father Pedro Pitbull Fernandez in the corner. Kevin Greenwood. Julian Fernandez, we are underway. Fernandez comes out swinging. Greenwood looking to clinch. They go, that is, I mean, Julian Fernandez, when he sat down, he was big in the meetings, large.
Yes.
He's as large as you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll tell you what, he's half as scary as his dad.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk too loud in case I piss off his pop.
And he's working the dirty boxing.
Yes.
Greenwood trying to survive early. Kevin Greenwood, a veteran, said he was in New York City 20 years ago, but he was a little guy, didn't remember much. Well, little as in 22, but this is his first trip to the States to fight. Looks like he's avoided the early flurry, or at least survived it large.
Absolutely, and I've seen a little body work out of Greeny too, which is refreshing to see here. Oh,
Greenwood has been in there against some of the best.
Yeah.
Coming off a fight against Ryan Barrett, and Ryan Barrett is a big man as well. The Green Machine trying to work that head movement. Got to be careful. Can Fernandez, large, I wonder, keep up this pace?
He's trying to create a little bit of distance like he said he wanted to. It's just so tough in this small ring. And fat guy in a little coat, big guy in a little ring. It's that right uppercut, which he just landed there, that he says is his shot. And he's already hit Green with a couple of them. He seems to be eating them pretty well.
First bare knuckle fight for Julian Fernandez since his debut 16 months ago. Father of two, Greenwood. So excited to be here. Former BKB British heavyweight champion. Just kind of getting ragdolled, but Kevin Greenwood has been around long enough, Large, that he knew that this was going to be the early obstacle that he's going to have to try to get over.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where if Greenwood can just get through these first 2 rounds, and as I say that, a couple of clean 1-2s just landed across his grill. So he's going to take a knee here, standing 8. That's a knockdown.
It is all over, just like that. Welcome to BKB, Julian Fernandez.
Slate plans, right?
16 wins with the gloves on, 13 by knockout, 2 wins without the gloves on, 1 in the Trigon, both by knockout.
This kid looks like he can go another 3 rounds.
That is a big super cruiserweight.
So we're talking everything about experience from Greenwood, but you just can't match the physicality of Julian Fernandez.
The fact that at 32 years old he's able to make that weight and come in the way he did, ultra impressive. Greenwood, he's a very technically gifted boxer, but as you and I talked about, Large, you got to try to survive the size and the power of Fernandez, and Kevin Greenwood's as tough as they come, but not tough enough for this man, at least tonight.
That was the exact moment where I said Greenwood just needs to survive. It seems like I'm the jinx here tonight, Goldie. I'm not sure if I'm going to say much more.
But one thing I will say, you want to be in the red corner so far tonight with the way things have been going.
Yeah.
Julian Fernandez by knockout. Said bare knuckle is my sport. I love it. And he put on a show.
Declaring your winner by TKO and still undefeated, Julian Fernandez. All right, I'm going to bring in some help here. Our legendary matchmaker, Mr. Malbon's ready to translate. Julian. There we go. We got some Julian fans here. Julian, first and foremost, congratulations. You came back to bare knuckle, but it was your first time in the Trigon. Do you like fighting in the Trigon?
Peleaste hace tiempo en el bare knuckle, regresaste esta vez. ¿Qué te pareció pelear en el Trigon?
Dicen en México que el que es perico donde sea es verde. Entonces, que nos pongan un triángulo, un cuadrado, pentágono, círculo, lo que sea, siempre va a ser el mismo resultado. Vamos a ganar.
Did you expect it to be such a short night tonight? You ended it in the first round. Was that your plan going into this fight?
¿Esperaste que esta noche va a ser tan corta para ti?
Siempre vengo con la mentalidad de ganar. Yo vengo preparado para pelear 5 rounds. Siempre, si se acaban el primero, se acaban el quinto, traemos aire para toda la pelea.
Anything that you have to say to your friends, family, people that may be watching in Mexico?
Algo que tienes que decir a tus fanáticos en México, a tu familia, amigos.
Nada, solamente muchísimas gracias a toda la gente sé que cuento con su apoyo. Gracias a todas las personas que vinieron a verme. Gracias a la gente que está desde Tijuana viéndome. Un saludo a toda mi familia, a mis amigos, a todas las personas que siguen mi carrera. Muchísimas gracias y que Dios me los bendiga siempre.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for your winner, Julian Fernandez.
Fernandez, ultra impressive, finishing Kevin Greenwood in just 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Another bona fide finisher is up next, making his BKB debut in Alberto Blas. Then, our main event, Juarez and Kamyron 2. Our co-main event, Henry Williams and the reigning BKB welterweight world champion, the Wolfman, who is fighting tonight at 154. And the Wolfman, who has been ultra impressive, he already holds a belt, getting set for the co-main event. He sits down and visits with our own Danielle Monet.
I'm here with BKB's welterweight champion, Javon, right now. Javon, I think you might be breaking some 2025 records. This is your 3rd fight this year. You only just fought 6 weeks ago. How are you doing this?
I just love to fight. I love the competition. I love to come and entertain the crowd. So I'm just going out there and doing what I do best and getting out there and fight. You know, Henry, he gonna come out there and do his thing. We gonna go out there and put on the show for a crowd.
And you have come up a little bit in your weight division. How are you feeling going to this fight tonight, coming up in weight?
I feel pretty good. You know, I'm pretty sure he's going to be the bigger and stronger opponent, but I have to use my speed and quickness to keep him offset, but I'm ready for it.
It's always worked for you in the past, so good luck tonight. We'll see you out there.
All right.
The Wolfman still to come. Danielle, thank you very much. Up next, as we talked about, Alberto Blas makes his highly anticipated BKB debut against another battler from the Philippines, Raul Panales.
Saturday, September 6th, from BKB 45. Personal brawl with an explosive card loaded with title contenders. In the main event, veteran Panales, James Alley, and Mark Butler go head-to-head in a super middleweight showdown. In a hard-hitting co-main event, knockout artist Dan Wright takes on UFC veteran Jack the Hammer Larson. Plus, heavyweight Camille Sokolowski looks to maintain his #1 contender spot when he battles Big George Taylor.
First round finish, second round finish, first round finish, first round finish. Now we're getting set for a guy who has done nothing but finish all 6 opponents in the very first round, Large and Alberto Blas. But don't sleep on Ruel Panales, because if he's anything like his trainer, Rolando D, he is a dangerous, powerful Filipino fighter.
This is truly going to be a case of survival over the next 3 minutes. And I think if he gets out of this first round, which no one has been able to do so far,
correct,
so it's a very tall order, I expect some good things from this kid. How's that? I won't commit, but I'll say we'll expect some good things from this kid.
Absolutely. And we see all these big knockouts tonight. We see the talent pool just continue to grow with BKB and our Hall of Fame matchmaker, Mel Valenzuela. But at the end of the day, we've got great fighters, we've got great champions, but there's only one GOAT. One GOAT and one GOAT only. He's got 2 belts. He continues to deliver. He is the man known simply as Smash. Laurent T. Smash Nelson, 2-division world champion with Danielle.
Only 2-division champion, LT Smash Nelson. But hey, LT, that could change tonight when another Denver area native, Khortni Kamyron, could take that title from you.
Oh, no one's taking that title from me, but big up to Khortni. Hope she does great tonight. You know, 2 Colorado natives going to war out there. It's going to be fun. I'm just here, blessed to be here, ready to see some women's throwdown, crazy war. That's how they do it always. You know, I wouldn't want to step in the ring with those ladies.
That's true, me neither. And, you know, you just signing a multi-deal extension with BKB. We're excited to have you back, and I know you got your eye on someone, so why don't you go ahead and tell us who that is?
Yeah, you know what? First off, Smash is here to stay, baby. Smash is here to stay. And Barry Jones, bro, I'm coming for you. Once again, you're going away. You're going away hard. And not only that, Barry, I'm going to cement myself as the GOAT now, since you didn't want to just step away.
Wow, so we'll have to see about that. He's coming for you, Barry. Thanks, LT.
Was unbelievable, and so was the tension and the smiles at the official weigh-ins yesterday. There's a little bit of intimidation, but a little bit of smiling and laughing too. I mean, no laughing, just throwing when we come back.
Money on my head, what is that to me? I put 100 bands on him, he put a rap on me. We from 2 different worlds, but it's a match to me. The bend it over on the touch, turn up, make it.
You know, Large, when you live in Phoenix, Arizona like I do, and it's about 147 degrees lately, this is just a beautiful shot of the Mile High City. I'll take the elevation.
Yeah, I can tell you, coming from northern New Jersey, I feel the same way. It's going to be a tough time getting me out of this place because I'm having the time of my life.
Now let's stay a couple more. Big Mo.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back inside the Stockyards Event Center. Tonight's home for BKB, Bare Knuckle Boxing 44. And we now have arrived at a highly anticipated matchup in the lightweight division scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. Introducing first, making his way to the Trigon and fighting out of the blue corner from the Philippines, please welcome Ruel Panales.
Ruel Panales. Rolando D, a father figure to him. Rolando, and having big respect for Roberto Duran Jr., who Rolando just defeated, said he sparred with his young student, and he was having a tough time with it, Large.
Yeah, he could say nothing negative about this kid, whether it be his speed or his power. That's why I think this is a more compelling matchup than it might look like on paper. And maybe we can break the trend here, Goldie?
Yeah,
with the blue corner?
With the blue corner, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, is this one of those ones where we break it?
Well, if that's going to be the case,
it's Blas.
He's got to be the guy
exactly.
in the red corner who's 6-0 with 6 first-round finishes. Yeah. He is Raul Panales. 9 professional MMA fights, trained and mentored by Rolando D, the incredible team.
And now his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, making his way to the Trigon for the very first time, one of the most dominant bare-knuckle fighters in the world, and the newest member of the BKB roster. Please welcome Alberto Blas!
Hey, Large?
Yes?
We might want to talk about him now, considering what he's done in his fight career. 56 seconds. 1 minute, 10 seconds. 1 minute, 51 seconds. 46 seconds. 54 seconds. The best line of all of the fighter interviews was delivered by Alberto Blas. He said, hey, the Trigon might have a finish rate over 90%. I have a finish rate of 100%.
The only time he went from Spanish to English during that interview was to say, you're going to feel my power. Yep. We've seen your power, Alberto. I don't know how much more we have to see, but we're about to witness it in a couple of seconds.
4 years old is when he decided that he loved combat. Just a little guy, fought, and now he is fighting at a very high level, wants to leave a different legacy, change things around, the story. Born in Cuba, now living in Miami, training with some of the best, including Manny Del Rio, Eduardo Concepcion, his best friend, Eric Castano. Trigon finish rate is impressive. His is even more impressive. And this is a lightweight matchup where Julio Tenori is our champion and Jared Kid Gotti Grant is our interim champion. And that man is already a bare knuckle world champion set to fight in the Trigon. Our tail of the tape for this lightweight fight brought to you by Supro. 2 years the elder of the Filipino is the man from Cuba, Alberto Blas, who is taller. Reach is pretty much identical. Here's Big Mo.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, live here in Denver for BKB 44. And this bout is scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds in the lightweight division. And it's brought to you by Clue Nicotine Pouches. Our referee in charge when the bell rings is Steven Balea. Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner, Wearing the white trunks with black trim, he stands 5 feet 4 inches tall. He weighed in at 133.4 pounds. Tonight, he is making his professional bare knuckle debut, fighting out of Dasmariñas, Cavite in the Philippines. Introducing Ruel Bagsik Panales. And now his opponent, standing across the trigon, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks with gold trim. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in at 135 pounds even. He fights out of Matanzas, Cuba, by way of Miami, Florida, USA. Introducing one of the most dominant bare-knuckle fighters in the world, holding a staggering record of 6 victories versus no defeats, with all 6 of those wins coming by way of knockout, all of them coming within the very first round. Introducing the former bare-knuckle world champion, El Indio, Alberto Blas!
Our featured matchup in the lightweight division. Southpaw against Southpaw. Here we go. Black trunks for Alberto Blas. White and black for Ruel Panales. They clinch.
Okay, break. Stop. You gotta watch your head.
Both men very athletic, both very quick. Panales light on his feet. Just missing with that left. Was Panales, but he almost paid for it, didn't he, Large?
Yeah, he's stunned both times by this just straight jab out of Blas. You can tell why this guy is a dominant fighter.
Working in the clinch, which is allowed. That's one thing Rolando D does a great job of, too. Strong, powerful. Blas so composed. And right back ready to fire. No space. Panales over the top. Quick jab.
Yeah, I'd like to see a little more defense out of Panales.
Yeah.
Blas just landing at will.
We have gone 105 and there's a knockdown. Scored by Blas.
4, 5.
Panales is up.
6, 7, 8. Come to me. You okay?
He's going to continue. And this officially becomes the longest fight of Alberto Blas's bare-knuckle career.
So this is deep water.
Yes. But man, is he pouring it on.
Dominant.
Blas looking to fire back as Panales comes in. Head movement. Blas so smooth.
Yeah, using that height advantage to his benefit too as he tucks away.
But I'll tell you what, if you're anything like your coach in the D Incredible team, Ruel's going to go as much as he can, and a good one there.
Yep.
Under a minute, round number 1. Mike Goldberg along with Large from Barstool Sports. We're having a great time tonight. Danielle Monet, our entire BKB crew, Big Mo. And these two putting on a show in the lightweight division. 42 seconds away is the Filipino from sending Blas to the second round for the first time in his bare-knuckle career, although Alberto has scored a knockdown.
Panales has landed a couple clean shots here in the second half of the round, just nothing obviously enough to affect Blas. And there he is.
When it got in tight, he was looking to pull in his opponent, and it is all over. Longest fight, but still another first-round finish. 15 seconds away from hitting the second. Blas is 7-0 with 7 first-round TKO or knockout finishes. Julio Tenori, Jared Grant, everyone else. Panales, who weighs 135. Got a new guy on the block who wants to fight you all. I know those guys are listening. They want to fight him too. But man, it just gives Mel Valenzuela more beautifully talented fighters to work with and move around in our lightweight division.
Yeah, and it took a fighter like Alberto Blas to crack that streak for the red corner. First one we've seen out of there tonight.
Yep. There you go, yep. Yeah, he does it again. Boom! Accurate. Thought we might see a second. Alberto said, no mas. That's it. I win again. The official decision coming up next. I jinxed Ruel. I did. I definitely did. Yeah. I said shut out. That's my bad.
I don't know.
Balls?
Thank you. Thank you, Nobody.
Hey, they better fight. Hey,
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Stephen Belay calls a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 43 seconds of the very first round, declaring your winner by TKO and still undefeated, El Indio, Alberto Blas. Alberto Blas. Alberto Blas, first and foremost, congratulations. You come into this with an incredible record in the sport of bare knuckle, but this was your first time fighting in the Trigon. Did you like it?
Felicidades, I love it. Hey, BKB, thank you for the opportunity. Hey, let me talk Spanish because I have a lot of Spanish people aquí. Listen, oh my gloria to God. Toda mi gloria será de Dios siempre, hoy, mañana y siempre. Gracias, BKB, por esta oportunidad. Me siento súper bien. Casi un año sin pelear, cosas de la vida, pero mi Dios siempre tiene propósito para mí. Thank my God. Thank you for BKB for the opportunity, and I love being here, my man.
You're already a world champion. As you enter now in BKB, is your plan to be to get the championship around your belt once again?
Hey, Denvel, what do you think? I need a title shot, eh? Hey, Denvel, thank you, thank you. Hey, listen, I'm the best 135 in the world. Listen, I need the title shot. BKB, bring BKB to Miami. I'm gonna bring on Miami for you guys. I got you. Let's get it. Let's make it happen. I need go. I take my title shot. I'm the best 135 in the world.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Oh, we got another thing.
Hey, listen. My next fight, I want to fight Gustavo Trujillo. Hey, Gustavo Trujillo, I want to fight you. I'll cut you out. The Cuban assassin. I don't care how many fights you have. I'm coming for you, my Cuban assassin. I love my man. I love you.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Still undefeated, El Indio, Alberto Blas.
All right. My favorite part about that, it's now Big Mo knows what it's like for all of us to hurt our neck looking up at him, and you, by the way,
Yes,
Mark. But do that looking up at Mo all the time. Right. Alberto, thank you. Mo, you come down to our world for once.
Nice to see Mo and crisscross applesauce.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it's so
He's
wild.
doing his hot yoga.
I tell you, if I come back, I would like to come back as either Alberto's his cornerman, because he never sees him, or his translator, because he does have that hidden English in there. I love it. When he hit that, the whole crowd went bananas.
He pulled Mo's arm down like,
get on down here.
Mel, I love you, but I got this.
Yeah, no short confidence. He's devastated.
He really is. The Cuban assassin, of course, dangerous, our heavyweight world champion, also in Miami. And we got another great one. Watch out, 135. Alberto Blas is now officially a BKB fighter. Man, that was ultra impressive. Still to come, our main event is the rematch. Let us not forget, it's got history in the making. Paty Juarez, the champion at 135, the first ever BKB BYB champion of any type. Tonight, she faces Khortni Kamyron again. Now, Khortni Kamyron defeated Paty at 140. So now it's Khortni Kamyron looking to become the first female to hold the belt in two different weight classes. A rematch, 5 pounds down, but a rematch nonetheless that we cannot wait for.
Bare knuckle boxing debuts in Bristol, England, Saturday, September 6th for BKB 45. Bristol Brawl with an explosive card loaded with title contenders. In the main event, veteran fan favorites James Kennelly and Martin Ruffle go head-to-head in a super middleweight showdown. In a hard-hitting co-main event, knockout artist Dan Larrell takes on UFC veteran Jack the Hammer Marshman. Plus, heavyweight Kamil Sokolowski looks to maintain his #1 contender spot when he battles Big George Taylor. And the UK gets its first look at the People's Champ as Isaiah Quinones travels from the US for Bristol Brawl. Don't miss any of the action. Visit bkbbareknuckle.com for tickets and information.
All right, main event still to come, as I mentioned. It's Denver against Denver. Khortni Kamyron looking to become what Paty wanted to do last time, champion in 2 weight classes. Here's a special message from our super lightweight champ.
Khortni, I'm just going to interject, not get hit here. Tonight, hometown big main event for you. Talk to the crowd. You sold almost all of the tickets here tonight. What do you have to say to your crowd?
Thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. And new.
You heard it here first, and new.
Which would make her the first, if indeed she can defeat Paty Juarez at 135. You know what? It's pretty much still light out. These fights have gone so quickly tonight here in beautiful Denver, Colorado. Mike Goldberg, large from Barstool Sports, our entire BKB crew. Technically, formerly, Blas fought 2-minute round, but still it's a first round finish, so we'll just let it be what it is. Super welterweight matchup, co-main event, Henry Williams and Javon Wright.
Wolfman Wright, the current BKB welterweight world champion. For this fight, I should definitely expecting a fast pace, a lot of punching, and definitely for me to stay on that bike and keep on moving. I know for sure he's a hard puncher and he's faster for his weight class, so I gotta stay on my bike and keep them hands up, keep moving.
Oh, my goodness.
This is Henry Williams, Florida Gremlin. I feel marvelous about this fight. Yeah, just gonna see some speed, man. I'm gonna see some fast, technical fight. It's gonna be a very fun, high-paced fight.
Warning, I'm in the face of both guys. Big hook, wow!
Not the same old basics. Work the basics every day. Running, training, sparring. But I would just work the basics.
All right, Henry Williams, I hope you're looking out, because I'm coming to be a game opponent. I'm coming to swing, bang, and tire you out real fast, baby.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from Denver, Colorado, this is your co-main event of the evening. 5 3-minute rounds in BKB's Super Welterweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, making his way to the Trigon. Please welcome to the ring, Javon Wright.
BKB welterweight world champion with one title defense. He told us in the interviews yesterday, Large, he is all about 147, but he's also a fighter, so he'll take the challenge tonight. Now, it is worthy of note, his pro bare knuckle and Trigon debut right here in Denver, May of 2024, was supposed to be 147. Robert Durant Jr. had a little battle with the scale, so it ended up at 153, 154. So I guess he has been here before.
You hear the term so often, anyone at any time. This guy fighting 5 times in the past 2 years. If nothing, he's prolific, and I have to hand it to him. Stepping up for competition like this at 154 is special, and I'm expecting to see some great stuff out of him. We're about to get some fireworks. Let's just get out of this first round. Goldie, buck the trend a little?
Yeah, you mean more fireworks? Like?
Yeah, a little bit more fireworks, yeah.
Like a big, like Jimmy Buffett said.
Yeah, that's...
I don't know where I'm going to go with the volcano below.
Yes.
And now his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, please welcome to the Trigon, Henry Williams.
A lot of Gremlin. That is not Florida, that is Florida. Before he made his debut in the Trigon, he had 2 first-round finishes, was 2-0 in a total time of 2 minutes and 21 seconds. His debut here in BKB against Manuel De La Torre was a spectacular fight. Could have gone either way. Took a fight against Tommy Turner on 1 week's notice. Since that point, Williams has won 3 straight. His left hand, which he hurt against Tommy Aaron, is healed. He told us straight out. Rocky Reese, whoever else you want to talk about, Rolando D, many other great ones in 154. He said, Large, I'm already the champion.
Yeah, a very quiet kid, lights up when anyone questions his ability, gets a devilish grin whenever anyone talks about the Trigon, loves competing in this tiny little battlefield. I'm impressed by this guy from every tape that I've watched, and I think this is going to be a pretty even matchup, even though our guy Javon is stepping up in weight. I just wonder about the hand. Like, that's the only thing, because I'm so used to watching traditional boxers be wrapped up and whatnot. So we'll get to see that answer right away. But I'm hoping that this hand is fully healed.
We all are, and especially Henry Williams and you know, his team, as the Florida Gremlin returns right here in Denver, where he last fought against Tommy Aaron in September of last year. Our tale of the tape for this, our co-main event of the evening, brought to you by Clue Nicotine Pouches. The welterweight champion, 4 years the elder of Henry Williams. Javon Wright and Williams about the same reach. Javon a little bit taller, and here is Big Mo.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from the Mile High City for BKB 44, this is your co-main event of the evening. 5 3-minute rounds in the super welterweight division. Brought to you by Clue Nicotine Pouches. Our referee in charge when the bell rings is Armando Castro. Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black trunks with red trim. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. He weighed in at 154.2 pounds. He holds a professional bare knuckle record of 3 victories versus just 1 defeat, and he fights out of Long Beach, California, by way of St. Louis, Missouri, introducing the current reigning BKB welterweight champion of the world, Javon Wolfman Wright. And now his opponent, standing across the Trigon, fighting out of the red corner, one of the highest rated super welterweights in BKB. He wears the black trunks with white trim. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighed in at 154.8 pounds. He enters the Trigon tonight with a professional bare knuckle record of 5 victories versus 2 defeats. And he fights out of Clearwater, Florida. Introducing the Florida Gremlin, Henry Williams.
Co-main event of the evening, Henry Williams and Javon Wright. Here we go. Javon Wolfman Wright. They come out swinging in the black and red. Wow, what a frenetic pace to start this fight. Henry Williams in the black and silver. Both men just letting it rip. Javon Wright, he's got that length still, even at this weight, but long arms on Henry Williams, so the reach only an inch difference. In fact, Williams has the longer reach.
I'll tell you right now, Javon was complaining about his last fight being tight. That's 40 years with us, and it seemed like he's cleaning it up a little bit here, just showing kind of a classic boxing stance. A little bit light on his feet, nice little bounce to his step.
And Large, you saw that fight against Carlos Guerra.
Yes.
You know, and Carlos is a veteran in the Trigon, but Javon, it was untidy because he didn't get the engagement from Carlos that all of us around the world anticipated, and it was frustrating to him, so he was anxious to get back today and get into a battle like this.
And I think he gets itchy if he doesn't fight every couple of weeks. You know what I mean?
Or if a tooth doesn't come flying out like it did here in Denver when he fought Roberto Duran Jr. Or Robert Duran, pardon me.
Right? His only loss.
Son of the great. Yep. Which was, I said, somewhat of a win because he showcased his skill set. He's kind of proven everybody right since that point. He is the welterweight champion. The Gremlin looking for some body work. This is a good battle. Will we see the second round for the second time tonight on our main card?
Landed a solid left hand on the way into that clinch and then decided to work the body for a little bit. His total package is putting together.
Two very talented boxers and explosive fighters. Now Javon Wright. Oh, good answer by Williams. Caught him on the jaw large. Javon says of his style, always moving, swinging, fast pace, utilizes switch stance. We've seen it here early. 45 seconds on the clock, round number 1. Black and silver for Williams, black and red for Wright.
Referee sees some tape hanging from Javon's shoe. I'm just going to fix that real quick.
We're working on the tape on Henry's shoe before.
Yeah.
I agree with those taped up shoes with AP skates.
We're about to see something.
I said that about 5 minutes ago and kind of jinxed it, so.
I like that. Javon's switching up from Southpaw to Orthodox.
And he likes to do that. He's good at it. He's smooth at it. And it's not always the smoothest thing for a fighter to do.
Absolutely not.
Usually it's the defense that suffers when you switch. Engage late in the round. Quick hands again from our
oh my gosh!
And taking the knee after a big shot. What a knockdown scored by Wright late.
Hey, you want to continue? What with me?
Wow. That's the explosiveness of the Wolfman.
Yeah. Gremlin barely getting out of that round.
He's going to take a couple shots and he's going to throw back. Okay. You know, I got overdose on the water. Yeah. Don't get in there. Yeah, I'm good. Don't get in there and bang. Yeah, I'm good. Mike, straight, man. Straight. Relax. Yeah. Enjoy yourself now. Go.
Round number 2. Javon Wright scoring a very powerful knockdown late in round number 1. Henry Williams looks as if he has recovered. We're in the second round for the second time today. Great dirty boxing, utilization of that plum clinch. Man, the Thai boxing background of Javon Wright, and he does have a Muay Thai background showcased again here.
Yeah, you can see it the way that he's bouncing on the balls of his feet right there. Henry just doesn't seem like he's able to put anything together. It's like he's still trying to measure out. Javon's taking it right to him at will. It's about to happen again.
He has been out for a while with that hand.
That's hand, yeah. I wonder if that's playing into it tonight.
It very well could, Large. 330 days ago was his last fight. Almost 11 months. But the Gremlin,
he's keeping his guard up still.
Yep. Javon is so talented. He said, he didn't even hesitate when we talked to him in the fighter meeting. He said, no, I'm a 147. But I'm going to make a statement here.
And then go right back down?
Exactly.
Yeah. But this is bare knuckle and anything can happen at any time, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we've seen it with the Gremlin before. Javon Wright Just stay in there and keep doing what you're doing. Gremlin coming back here. Henry said he injured his left hand, but he did not break it. He said he needed the rest. He's been throwing in, in his workouts on the bag with the mitts. He's been throwing the left pretty normally the last 2 months, is what he told us in fighter meetings. Past the midway point of the second.
He's certainly not baiting it. He's just not able to land it.
Right.
Yeah.
And Jabon.
Oh, there he got him. That's what he's saying. Going right
on
any goddamn second.
Yep. What a combination. Wow. This could be all over.
Again.
Wow. Gremlin with a 1-2. Jabon Wright is up.
He's got to survive this.
It is
oh my gosh.
It's
exactly what
Williams by knockout.
Exactly what we were saying. Right? Wolfman dominating that fight. Henry basically just stops on a dime and lands it in one punch, ends in one punch.
Wow.
Can't say an impressive performance, but certainly an impressive punch.
Henry did not look like the Florida Gremlin until right there.
Yes, exactly.
Mondo D and the other talented fighters, 154. Gremlin's back.
It is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Left hook, right hook. Good night. Bam. Bam.
Yeah, it's that right hook that did him in. Spit goes out, right onto the. That's a deadly 1-2 right there. That changes the game. Wolfman dominating until he wasn't.
What'd we say? Maybe,
that's what I'm saying.
Days that'll yeah. Or he just wanted us to have a second round.
Yeah, he wanted to prove to us that both hands are healthy.
Exactly.
Out of both.
The left hand was fine that he led with, and he finished it. That was an ultra impressive finish of a champion in Jabon Wright. After Jabon Wright knocked Henry Williams down in round number 1. Wolfman wanted to continue. Ref says no. Williams says yes. Welcome back, Gremlin. We will make it all official. Coming up next.
It's crazy. Thanks, brother. How are you doing? Okay? It's unbelievable. I'll tell you what, you're never going to find me inside that fucking ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Armando Castro calls a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 11 seconds of the second round, declaring your winner by TKO, the Florida Gremlin, Henry Williams. Henry Williams. All right. All week. One more time. All week, you were composed, but you were confident, and you kept very controlled. But now I want to ask you a question. Is there a single super welterweight on the BKB roster that can beat the Florida Gremlin, Henry Williams?
No, I'm the best fighter here. I want my belt.
Now, as you progress through the Trigon, you made quick work tonight of a current championship. Oh,
sorry. I'm the next title fighter of mine. Like, nobody else get the title than me.
I like that. You're getting to the front of the line, Henry.
My final, I don't want it. But that's my title. That's my title shot. That's my title. I'm the champion. I am the champion right now.
Now, to your friends and family that are watching you all over, your people back in Florida, anything you got to say to them?
Emily, Libra, Allen, Aaron, Gabby, Cash, Smear. Hey, I love y'all so much. And we're going to celebrate later on. I love y'all, babies.
Now, Henry, we got a replay here on the screen if everyone wants to turn your attention. Walk me through this shot that you landed on Shabbat.
I was drilling the whole time back there. I was drilling that the whole time back there.
You were drilling that specifically?
Yes, the whole time.
What did you see?
Right, like that. Right out, me coming that chin up.
Well, Henry, that was an incredible shot. Moving forward in your career, we're excited to see you get back in the Trigon. Denver, one more time, make some noise for the Florida Gremlin, Henry Williams.
Liam Rocky Reese is the champion at 154. He's recovering from some injuries. Rolando D, and as I said, a whole bunch of other talented fighters. Henry wants his title shot next. Another big point here tonight. But let's set up our main event of the evening, Large.
Sure.
Because this is a rematch, but it's a rematch in a different way. It's a rematch at a different weight class. When we first saw Khortni Kamyron enter the Trigon against Paty Juarez, she was a relative unknown. Her team knew she was good. She knew she had the talent. It was Paty's first time at 140, our first ever chance to see a female win the belt at 140. And Khortni won that fight and beat Paty Juarez.
Yeah, and I think that fighting this at a different weight and having Khortni establish herself as the first women's champ is truly a historic event, and it could be the perfect topping on what I've considered an outstanding night of fights.
Well, and the great thing, or the interesting thing is that it was Paty Juarez looking to do it that night. 35, adding 40, she would have become the first. If Khortni wins tonight, she'll become the first. But we already do know Jamie Driver defeated Helen Peralta in the title eliminator. So regardless of the outcome of our main event, Jamie Driver is up next for Khortni Kamyron. Now, Jamie Driver, of course, the Red Queen says, go Paty, because she wants the history.
Exactly. And I'll tell you, Jamie will not turn anything down. I'm thinking she's going to jump into the ring as soon as this decision is made. She's motivated to get in there against either one of these women, but I'm sure she has plans on being a champ herself.
Absolutely.
Yes.
She is she's not a silent person. She's
No.
She's fun to watch. And oh, by the way, Large, she did have a little bit to say about tonight's main event of the evening between Paty and Khortni at 135. Here's Jamie Driver, 101.
Now look who I just ran into backstage, BKB Women's Welterweight Champion, Jamie Driver. Now I know you do not live in Denver, so what are you doing here?
I do not live in Denver. I live in New Jersey, but I'm here looking like the queen I am, here to support my people, my fans, and my loves here at BKB. But mainly I'm here to watch you, Khortni, because I'm studying you, because I'm going to take that lightweight title away from you.
Well, Khortni still has some work to do tonight in the main event, but this is going to be an interesting one moving forward.
You know, Jamie Driver needs to get some personality.
Yeah, and a little bit of confidence, too.
Yeah, so boring. Our main event for the BKB Women's Lightweight World Championship between Paty Juarez and Khortni Kamyron is coming up next. Thanks to our wonderful founder, Dada 5000. It was all about BYB for years. It was all about the backyard brawl. And now we are bare knuckle boxing, BKB. But if we're in Denver, it's got a little backyard to it between Paty Juarez and Khortni Kamyron. They both live here. They have fought here before. They are set to fight here again, this time for the title at 135 pounds. Kamyron is the champion at 140. Juarez at 135. History on the line. Let's hear from both champs.
Hi, I'm Khortni Kamyron, and I am BKB's super lightweight champion. And when I beat Paty Juarez on August 16th, I will become the first two-division women's champion.
Soy Paty Juarez, campeona mundial del peso ligero de BKB, peleando en Denver, Colorado, representando a la Ciudad de México.
Holding two belts would mean the absolute world to me. It would be something I never thought possible back when I started my career 10 years ago. Also, I need a second one to kind of balance them out a little bit. The last fight, I learned that Paty is about as tough as they come. I threw a few punches at her with everything I had, and she never stopped moving forward.
¿Qué diferencia hay entre defender mi título y pelear por un cinturón nuevo? Creo que defender lo mío es lo más grande.
What I learned about myself in this last fight is that I had to fight through some adversity in the third round. I couldn't see through one of my eyes, so I learned I'm a little bit tougher than what I had originally thought.
¿Qué esperan los fans de BKB? Que demos una bonita pelea, que demos lo mejor y que tiremos mucha sangre y demos lo mejor.
Coming down a weight class is nothing different to me. I've fought in all sorts of different weight classes, and 135 is actually where I usually fight at. I went up a weight class to fight Paty for the last fight, so this is nothing new to me. As far as my game plan changing from the last fight to this fight, I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from the mile-high city of Denver, Colorado, for BKB 44, this is your main event of the evening. A rematch between two Colorado residents, but this time It is for the BKB Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, making her way to the Trigon. Please welcome the current reigning BKB Super Lightweight Champion of the World, Khortni Kamyron.
Fight went to the 6th and final round. Every professional bare knuckle fight for Khortni Kamyron has been here in Colorado. There's Smash, one of her teammates for a very long time. Will the Headhunter join Smash as a 2-division world champion? Smash has done it. 160 and 168. Khortni looking for 135 tonight to add to her belt at 140.
And her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. She is the current reigning, and tonight she is the defending BKB Lightweight Champion of the World, Paty.
Big Sister Barbie, the Julio Cesar Chavez of women's boxing in Mexico. Little sister Lulu, a world champion. This is Patty's town tonight. You can hear them. Paty, spectacular boxer as well. Her path to greatness has been taking those gloves off. The first ever champion in our organization's history, Large, and that may still be her best fight against Knuckles Christine Stanley. But I will say, after Monica Medina beat her in the second one, Paty came back in that trilogy, and to me, that was as good as she's looked as well.
I think that's a good point. She fights very well after a loss. Yep. So it's one of those things that motivates her. She also said in our meetings that it was the mental aspect that got to her last time. It's never been the physical. She's feeling in the best shape of her life right now, back at the weight where she's most comfortable. Let's see what happens here, right?
That's why it's the main event. Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening, brought to you by SupPro. Fuel your inner bro with SupPro. The lightweight champion, 44 years old, 5 years the elder of tonight. The challenger, everything else, is virtually identical. Once again, Big Mo.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event rematch. 6 2-minute rounds for the BKB Lightweight Championship of the World. Brought to you by Clue Nicotine Pouches. Our referee in charge when the bell rings is Stephen Balea. So, for those of you watching around the world, to those of you joining us right here in Denver, Colorado, are you ready to make history? Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the black trunks with green and gold trim. She stands 5 feet 5 inches tall. She weighed in at 134.8 pounds. She holds a bare knuckle record of 2 victories versus just 1 defeat and 1 draw. And she fights out of Parker, Colorado. She was the victorious in the first match between these two, and she is the current reigning BKB Super Lightweight Champion of the world, looking to become a two-weight world champion tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the headhunter, Khortni Kamyron. And now, her opponent, standing across the trigon, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the black trunks with pink trim. She stands 5 feet, 5 inches tall. She weighed in at 135 pounds even. She holds a professional bare knuckle record of 5 victories versus 2 defeats. And she fights out of Denver, Colorado, by way of Mexico City, Mexico. Introducing the current reigning and defending BKB Lightweight Champion of the world. Damas y caballeros, presentando a la campeona mundial, Paty Juarez.
Okay, ladies, I want you to have a clean fight. I want you to remember to respect each other's opponents all the way from this title. All right, touch them up. Let's get lined up.
Title fight scheduled for 6 2-minute rounds. Here we go. The lightweight champion in the black and pink. She is Paty Juarez. Black and gold for Khortni Kamyron. What an ovation for both women, but especially for Paty Juarez. 4th straight fight for her large here in Denver. She's lived here for over 25 years. So Mexico City, yes, always proud of her heritage, but she's become a Denver resident for over 2 decades and a half as well, and they love her here.
Yeah, you can really tell. The crowd is the most electric for this fight. Makes sense, obviously, it's in the main event. Right away, we see Paty getting back to those boxing roots there a little bit. More fundamentally sound than we saw in the last fight.
Which is exactly large what she did in the fight, the trilogy fight, Monica, Paty 3. That's exactly what she did. With some of her best technical boxing that we have seen.
We didn't have to
8th fight inside the trigon.
We didn't have to worry about Henry Williams' broken hand. I'm wondering if we're going to have to worry about the reconstructed knee on Paty. That's the only thing that I'm looking at also now. She's bouncing around on it pretty well.
She is. She is. And it was a long recovery for her. The Monica fights got set back a little bit. She said, my knee's good now. And they're loving her here. First round, respectful, feeling out process from both women. Mentioned earlier, the first fight went into the 6th and final round before Kamyron got the stop and the belt at 140.
Both girls fighting like they're expecting to go the distance again. Uneventful first round.
10 seconds.
I don't care. So when she tells me that's when I want you to fire those ones together. Okay? Look at me, she came out boxing just like we thought. She's going to be a different Paty this next round. It's all coming back. It already is. Now, remember, your angles are beautiful. Work off of them. Hold your position and go. Okay, give me a big breath. Give me a big breath. All right, let's go out there and start taking over this. All right, big breath.
Back it down, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Copies.
Round number 2. Paty Juarez Khortni Kamyron. 135. Let's see who really gets on the offensive attack first. And it looked like Paty was looking for it there. Paty's movement. Looks like that knee is finally healed up, Large.
And I see Khortni's been pretty patient waiting for the shot before she lets that. There she is, before she lets the right go.
What a difference when you've defeated someone as talented and highly decorated as a champion as Paty Warz. You know inside, of course. You know how good you are, but when you showcase it and you prove it and then everybody else knows it, Khortni Kamyron said, yeah, it's been an HOV lane, but she's keeping it in perspective.
Yeah, that HOV lane is not going to end anytime soon because she does have Jamie breathing down her neck as soon as she gets it. Yeah.
2-0, Large, because I'm sure you got me earlier too, buddy.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I appreciate that.
I had no idea you were funny.
Funny looking.
Chance of Paty. 20-minute drive.
Paty did come back to her corner. I thought she had said something about her left eye. She's keeping that high guard.
There's a little swelling under there.
Bit, yeah.
Yep. Little cut on the nose. Doesn't seem to have affected her.
No.
Here in round 2, though.
Lands a 1-2 there. All right, now we're going after it.
Yeah, you see some swelling under the left eye.
It's mouse up a little. Yep. I think she's hypersensitive about cuts after the decision last time.
For sure. And once that scar tissue starts to build up on any fighter.
Right.
Remember, as she starts to sway forward, you get yourself in the position and you cut those angles. You're not pulling from there. Understand? You keep that position and you hit those angles just like you're doing. Now, slow getting a little bit more on that outside. You got right there. You use it great. But I want to see that right shoulder start turning all the way through. Okay? Breath.
Let's go!
Round number 3, the champion in the black and pink, the challenger in the black and gold. Khortni Kamyron said, I know my pro bare knuckle record isn't long, but I feel like my entire resume speaks for itself. She was offered 4 title fights as an amateur, had 4 consecutive fight of the night performances, and then did come in on a 5-fight amateur win streak and defeat Paty Warz at 140 the last time we saw her.
And looking extremely competitive again. This woman only gets better and better every time we see her in the ring.
They bring out the best of each other. The only thing better than a rematch is a trilogy, right, Large?
Yeah.
Paty's had one of those already with Monica Medina.
Never stop matchmaking, Goldie. Never stop.
Well, Mel Valenzuela will stop me if I get too excited.
You know every permutation and combination of these wins, losses.
Looking up some of those words you just
I appreciate
that. 1 minute on the clock. 6 2-minute rounds. They went to the 6th the first time they met 330 days ago.
Both girls are very much avoiding getting in there. They don't want to fight this thing in a phone booth. I think it's something that would benefit Khortni a little bit more. I don't know why she doesn't bring the pressure.
She talked about it in the interviews, the combo feature, as we called him.
Yep.
That she had to work through some really deep waters in the first matchup. Couldn't see after the 3rd round for a second, after a couple punches landed. This is what Paty wants, though. She would like to be more offensive, but she wants to keep it at this distance.
And I think she looks impressive. She's winning this fight from this distance. Khortni had mentioned to us, even in her traditional boxing ring that she works out in, she cut it in half. That's how she's working out of the triangle.
Paty's movement is natural. growing up in the boxing world, but Khortni's movement looks very good as well. So Papa Juarez worked for a professional soccer team. The two sons, soccer players, neither of them box. All three daughters, not only great boxers, world champion, legend. Looking forward tonight.
Ain't go when you're done, but start going hard forward.
Hey Dad,
getting comfortable.
not playing football as it would be. Not playing soccer, I'm boxing.
Big breath, breathe for me. Little water on the neck. All right, now we're going to go out there, we're going to get aggressive. You get that chin down, get that forehead point, and you start rolling up.
I want to go and work hard on that eye again.
Roll. Okay, cross roll. 1, 2, 3, roll.
Look at the strong over there in Khortni's corner.
Breathe.
Win or lose, you see the result. The face of Paty Juarez always tells us she was in a fight, win or lose. And so you brought up a great point with some scar tissue. That said, this championship fight continues. It belongs to anyone as we enter round number 4. Will Paty defend, or will Khortni become the first female to hold a belt in 2 weight classes?
I think Paty's looking very impressive tonight. The head movement looks great.
Yep.
Look at the movement on it.
This is the best, in a lot of ways, this is the best she's looked. Because even when she had that third fight with Monica, her knee was still in the process of healing. Now you can see it's really gotten stronger and probably back to about 95%.
The 4th round here. She's the oldest competitor on this card tonight, by the way, Goldie. Fresh as Daisy.
Other than you and me. Well,
Correct.
competitor, you're right. Now, I thought you
she
said
could be my daughter.
Yes.
Yeah.
44 years old.
Working the body a little bit.
Yep. 1 minute.
These rounds fly by.
They do. It's been all red corner here in our main card tonight.
First 2 overhands I've seen really from Paty, so we're about to turn up the heat here.
Back in July of 2021, when Paty Juarez became the first champion of any kind inside the Trigon, her and Christine Stanley went the entire 7 2-minute rounds back then. Paty has been in deep waters many, many times. Not unfamiliar with it.
10 seconds.
Most intrigued and interested fan. Is she going with the GSP right now? I am not impressed with your performance. Kind of looked like it.
She's the total package, I think.
Yeah, she is.
Laura's standing up in her corner again. She can win this fight staying at this distance. This corner for Khortni has got to get in her ear right now, because to beat the champ, you got to really beat the champ here.
Even if you do have a belt
somewhere else,
else, and you defeat her, this is Paty's belt. You're right.
100%.
Absolutely. That's a great point, Marge. Khortni's got to turn it up. Paty would like to as well, but definitely the movement of Paty is spectacular again tonight. Not a lot of damage taken by...
The 5th round I thought was a rumor at BKB. You're going to see one, Goldie.
Yeah, we are. Making up for lost time.
Yeah.
Round number 5, title fight scheduled for 6 2-minute rounds. The champion, Paty Juarez, the challenger, Khortni Kamyron.
Slipping the jabs like you read about.
Tremendous.
Yeah.
This is a lifetime of boxing that you see back on display for Paty.
Too.
Khortni tried to sneak one in, clipped it off the chin of the champ. When I say champ, I mean 130.
Yeah, we have to, yeah. Details matter, Goldie.
They do indeed. They do indeed. Let's show a little feint of a switch stance. Good combination. That's what Khortni Kamyron did in the 6th round in the first fight. Is she closed the distance and she caught Paty and finished it.
Yeah, split her lip. Paty's keeping her hands up a little bit better.
Good finish on the right hand of that combo by Juarez. Oh, now you see the swelling under the left eye of Khortni Kamyron.
Yeah.
Level changes by the headhunter.
Extremely clean fight
by both women.
Yeah.
High level of talent here inside the mighty Trigon, the smallest surface in combat sports. 15 seconds separate us from the championship round.
Juarez looks like she was born to box, but I'm telling you, Khortni's doing a pretty good job.
She is.
She's doing okay. Very unorthodox with the way that she puts up her guard, kind of throws that hand out there.
Big swing by Paty. Good return by Khortni. 2 minutes remain.
Right here. This is the line. Right here. Gonna change.
This is them getting a little close quarters here.
Long jab, but it was answered large.
Yeah. Push away jab.
Go out there and let those hands. Use the press. Come on, sleep. I want you. It's a word, girl. Do you remember what your last 2 minutes did? What you did last time you were in?
Great crowd tonight, by the way.
Oh,
exact same corner, Khortni.
This is a great place.
Exact same Khortni. You changed your life.
Colorado.
I want you to go out there
Hometown
and change your life
favorites.
again.
Smash in the house.
Here we go.
Paty, a resident for over 25 years, drives 20 minutes to fight here. Khortni, born in Oklahoma, been in Colorado for quite some time. All of her professional bare knuckle fights have been here inside and amongst the Rocky Mountains. 2 minutes remain in our main event of the evening.
Last round. Ready? Fight to the belt. Let's go.
See some fireworks.
Yep. Will somebody make a major statement? Paty's shaking her head like, yeah, let's bring it.
Yeah. Blood is flowing from Paty's, but underneath her eye.
Yes.
So we're safe here for now.
The swelling under the left eye of Khortni Kamyron. Long jab, nicely done by Paty.
Love to see that right connect, though.
When she reaches out, she definitely can fight long.
Yeah.
Over there. Time.
Both women are 5'5".
Khortni took it right on the jaw there.
Doctor. Hey.
Seems like she's trying to pop that thing back in.
Gotta look at this. Stay right here. Go over there. Stay right there.
The good thing, as we talked about, is it's under the eye. Now,
Yeah,
a little bit
bridge of the
above
nose.
the eye now, but there's no way Paty was going to let the doctor talk him into anything.
I haven't held my breath so long.
Yep. The battle continues. Good connection made by Khortni, opening up
Still got
more of that cut.
Still got some head movement, though. She's tough to hit. But you got her.
60 seconds remain.
Corey letting the right go.
Khortni trying that check hook. Paty avoids.
Goldie, to your point, win or lose, Paty looks like she's been in a fight tonight, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She's a gamer. Bloody but far from beaten. Maybe defeated when the judges get their cards turned in. We do not know. We're 30 seconds away from it being out of the hands of both women.
Excellent conditioning from both camps, by the way.
Absolutely. And they both train here.
Yeah.
You know,
same intensity Khortni came in round 1. She has here in the waning moments of the round 6.
Big swing and a miss by Paty there, large. 15 seconds. They go the distance.
There it is.
Khortni, Kamyron finish the 6th and final round here tonight in our main event of the evening. Will Khortni have the belt in 2 divisions, or will Paty have another title defense? The official decision is coming up next.
Where are we going Friday night? I just like the way that this flipped. You know what I mean? From him dominating to him coming through. Where do we go KO tonight? I want to give this kid some shine. What about
Poor Spivey.
Yeah,
poor Spivey. I like that. See you, Chris. What's going on, bud? That's how we do it. Baby. Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 full championship rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Judge Langmeyer sees the contest 57-57, while judges Mellish and Beal sees the contest 58-56, declaring your winner by majority decision, and still the BKB lightweight champion of the world, Paty Juarez.
Can't get any closer than that. Majority decision victory. Paty Juarez remains the champion of 135.
Paty Juarez, I'm going to bring Mel Valenzuela in here. Paty, you just keep fighting, you just keep winning, and you kept the belt tonight. I'll start with an easy question. How do you feel?
Sigues peleando, sigues ganando, defendiste tu cinturón hoy. ¿Cómo te sientes?
I'm feeling so good. Me siento muy bien y muy orgullosa de mí y de todo mi equipo que hicimos un excelente trabajo.
She feels really good, she's proud, and she's ecstatic with her team.
Paty, hold on a second. Do we have any Paty Juarez fans here tonight? They came for you, Paty. You sold all these tickets, all these friends and family. Anything that you have to say to them?
Estoy súper contenta, súper emocionada, de verdad. Muchas gracias a toda la gente que me viene a apoyar. Muchas gracias, mi gente. Esto es por ustedes.
She wants to thank all her fans for coming out. She's ecstatic. She's just happy, very happy.
Now, I like a cliffhanger, Paty, so I'm going to ask you a question. You're now 1-1. You're both Colorado. You both won and fought against each other in Colorado. Is a trilogy a possibility?
Ambas son de Colorado. Sí, están un récord, una ganada cada una. Podemos ser 3.
A fuerzas. ¿Cómo que no? Chingao.
For the 140, absolutely.
That sounds like a plan. Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause. And still, the BKB lightweight champion of the world, Paty Juarez.
Not just a trilogy of fights, Large. Now we have a trilogy of fighters and a trilogy of champions. Because yes, Paty can say, sure, I'll go at 140 again against Khortni, but we already know the mandatory is Khortni and Jamie Driver, our champion at 147 at 140. So, you know, merry-go-round goes with talent all over it.
I will be ringside watching Jamie Driver take on Khortni, and the only person who's going to be closer attention to that is going to be this young lady right here, Paty, because then she has a decision to make.
With what Jamie had tonight.
Can you just stay here at 135 and dominate this division, or do you see an opportunity to the champ, be our first champion here at BKB, be our first women's champ in BKB? This woman has the opportunity to be absolutely a historic fighter in the bare knuckle universe.
And you know, Large, we are also set up to perhaps have, and Smash will say, Goldie, don't even start with me. I'm going to be the first one in 3 divisions. I know Smash, don't hit me.
Gotcha.
Please. But with that in mind, with 3 talented champions going to face each other over and over again, perhaps one ends up with the clean sweep, with the hat trick.
Yeah, and I think that it's the most compelling when I see fighters dominate the divisions that they're supposed to be in. But the 3 fighters that you're mentioning now, I think have that Manny Pacquiao-esque ability to wear a bunch of different weight classes. Not 8 like our guy Manny, but certainly maybe 2 and certainly 3. So either way, I'm going to be turned in. I got to be honest with you, Goldie. First of all, it was a pleasure to watch you work here tonight. Some of the people that we've seen make their debuts, I could see them being future stars within the bare knuckle boxing universe. Then we've seen some other people just cement their way to possibly a title shot, as we saw with Williams saying, I'm not coming back unless I get a title. And I think he has a reasonable fight for that, you know?
Well, you know what? He's already a superstar.
Yes.
He's already a world champion in bare knuckle boxing. So is he a rising star? No. Alberto Blas, okay, technically they were 2-minute rounds before with all of his 6 finishes in the first round, but it still was another first round finish for Alberto Blas as he moves to 7-0, 1-0 inside the Trigon.
I'm here with Alberto Blas. First of all, welcome to BKB. You now have 7 wins, 7 first-round knockouts. Tell us what it felt like to be in the Trigon.
Hey, I love the Trigon. And thank you, BKB, for the opportunity again.
And you have only been out of the ring for about 20 minutes, and a rumor has it that you will be fighting already again in November. Did you know that? Am I breaking this news to you?
I'm ready to go. Doesn't matter. Maybe 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, I'm going to be ready. BKB, let's make it happen again.
Wow. So for more information, go to BKB Bare Knuckle on Instagram and follow along. Thank you, Alberto.
Well, he was certainly spectacular tonight as he adds another knockout to his impressive resume. Our knockout of the night brought to you by Clue Nicotine Pouches, and it came 32 seconds into the first round. Bolo Mike Santos finishes the Samurai Tommy Turner. 2-0 in the Trigon. Knockout of the night goes to Mike Santos. Fight of the night, one of the few that we saw go to a round number 2, was a man who already considers himself a champion against that man right there, Javon Wright, who is our champion at 147. The Florida Gremlin knocked down late in round number 1, but a 1-2 that shook it up and finished Javon Wright in round number 2. And that is our fight of the night, brought to you by Sup Brothers, Williams, and Wright. Upcoming schedules: Saturday, September 6th, Bristol, England. Main event: James Kennelly, Martin Reffel, Dan Laurel, Jack the Hammer Marshman, Camille Sokolowski. And in the UK, Isaiah Quinones is going to make the trip for the first time. Salamanca, New York, main event, Featherweight World Championship. Harold McQueen, top contender. Jean-Pierre Ramirez, Jorge Bargallo against Wales Ash Williams, DJ Linderman, Dylan Rush. And there it is. Pushed back a bit, but I'm sure it'll be well worth the wait. BKB 47, Saturday, October 18th, from Planet Ice in Leeds, England. The Magic Man, the former two-time world champion, Paulie Malignaggi, against the bad boy of bare knuckle, Tyler Goodjohn. They will meet in the Trigon. Don't miss any of the action. Visit bkbbareknuckle.com for tickets and information. Large, what a night. It was an absolute honor working with you tonight. Had a blast. We definitely had the fights to support it. I can't wait to see you here again.
Tell Paulie I'll keep this warm for him until he decides to come back.
Well, he's a little busy right now, healing up and getting ready to go in October. But it was a night that was all red. It was all red. If you were in the red corner, you were in good shape this evening. And it started indeed with the Z-Man, Zion Tomlinson. Most importantly, history put on hold again for the women brawlers inside the mighty Trigon. Jamie Driver has her chance now to win a belt in 2 divisions when she faces off against Khortni Kamyron. But tonight, it was the Z-Man early on with a vicious knockout finish of Bubba McDaniel. George Martinez and Mighty Mouse Brandon DeRosier went to round 2, but Martinez with another finish. We just saw knockout of the night.